Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Moonmist and we're going to be continuing to play some more Pokemon. Why did I say Pokemon? Jeez, because I was looking at the Pokemon. My bad. But we're going to be playing Persona 4 Arena. We're going to continue with the Dodgies episode. So let's go ahead and begin with Chapter 3. Immature, perhaps. Oh no. It should be fine, I think. We'll see what he has to say. Oh, he's sleepy. Back inside the school building, I entered in an abruptly classroom and sitting in the chair, yawning for the 9th time today. Well, Minazuki or Sho told me to fight the Persona users. So first, I need to go down. Back to the school hallways are even more complicated, and more I walk, the more dead ends I find. I was thinking to take this opportunity to go into the town and get some good sushi or barbecue box lunch. Those thoughts of sea urchins and cow tongue came and go fleetingly. Oh, he gets hungry.
What am I thinking? There's no way I'm going outside with the town like that.
Yeah, probably. I look outside the window out of the corner of my eye, and it's obviously that the red fog has grown thicker than was when I was up on the roof.
Sheesh. If he's gonna make me his guest, he could at least have a GPS or something ready for me.
Hey, that would be very handy. Too bad he didn't do that for you. I rest my chin on my hands and come fling to the air. If only I could ditch all this until this gosh dang trouble tournament is over. But I can't do that this time around. I need to destroy Shu's plan for my sake after all. I can't even call what I'm about to do a plan, but I've already decided what has to be done. I have to make contact with the Persona users who will be invited here, and I need to lead them on so they move in the right direction. But I can't break the illusion that I'm working with Sho, so it's probably not an exaggeration to say that this red world is under his control. I have to be clever to move about without arousing suspicion while I'm still undermining his work.
Well then, I guess I'll get going. Do I actually have to go look for those guys?
Probably, I'm sorry.
What has he gotten me into?
More work. You have to do work, okay? I slowly get up from the chair and I'm grumbling. Why do school chairs always make your butt hurt even if you sit in them for a long time? Maybe that's still better than having your seat kicked out from you all the time, like in jail. No, he's having a bad time in jail. Oh no. I leave the classroom to find a runaway-like hallway stretching out before me. I sigh at the dull scenery. I come down to pretty far looking for them, but I guess I still have ways to go.
What? You're serious?
Oh, you serious?
Is it possible for us to not know about a guy who sticks out that much?
Maybe.
Hmm?
Hmm? I hear a familiar voice through the fog and stopped. Could it be? As I sneak ahead to keep my ears open.
I did think from last time that the culprit would be someone with ties to Mitsuru-san.
Oh.
I still can't shake that theory.
Oh, maybe he transferred here. Or it could be his older brother's uniform.
There's no doubt about it. That's Juna's kid and the girl in the green track jacket. I didn't think I'd run into these guys so soon. I feel the corner of my mouth turning up in an unexpected bit of luck. Now that I know it's them, there's no need for me to hide. I approach them, making sure that my footsteps are loud on the hallway floor.
What is it?
Be on guard. Don't leave my side.
Hello.
You're kidding me.
What's up, kids?
Hey guys! Long time
Hey,
no see.
long time no see.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're serious.
Adachi-san.
Yeah, it's Dachi. It's the Dachi. When they see me, all three of them look in shock, as if I caught them on a hidden camera show. Like, Yukun has his mouth wide open, surprise. I want to laugh my butt off right now, but I shouldn't be doing anything that could mess things up. I have to keep my contact with them to a minimum.
No way. Why is it Dachi-san?
Because why not?
Could he be a fake?
Nah, we're not a freak.
Huh? Fake? Oh, right. I forgot about that whole thing going on. Why are you here? Huh? Oh, well, I had intended on staying well behaved. But someone begged me to help out. And you know, I'm not the kind of guy who can say no to something like that.
Yeah. Thought you can't say no.
Help out? You mean that show guy?
You, Yosuke-kun scowls. And so these guys already met Show. That saves me the trouble of having to explain things.
Have you guys already met? Oh, man.
Oh man, I wanted to introduce you guys.
That doesn't matter. Don't tell me you're working with the culprit this time, too.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, what do you think?
Don't play dumb. If I don't like your answer, there'll be boot prints all over your face.
Blueprints. See, they taking that bait just as I expected, so they're so straightforward that it is almost stupid. Still, I'm more convenient for me that they think I'm working for the other side.
Who cares about all that? Come on. Aren't you kids in serious trouble right now?
Yeah.
What with all the world ending and all?
So you are.
You guys really like sticking your heads into dangerous situations, don't you? You don't gain anything in life from doing that, you know?
I snicker come precisely as Yukunin, who has been quiet up until now, throws his gaze towards me with his eyes mixed up with all sorts of complicated emotions.
Adachi-san, you said you would abide by the rules of this world.
Mhm.
So why are you here?
Rules.
Rules,
eh?
rules, huh? That's right, I decided to follow the rules, so I might have to play along with these kids' idea. To them, I'm just an escaped convict. It'd be easier if I could just tell them what I've got in mind, but unfortunately, being an adult is hard. It's very hard, indeed. Besides, I don't care what they think of me as long as I can fulfill my objectives. Since I'm not saying anything, you could... Oh, hi. Hi, KirkKladen, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome. We're playing Persona 4 Arena today. Ooh, 115 Fahrenheit. That's terrible. I hate when it's that hot. Ugh. It's terrible. It feels like that over here too, but not that bad. It feels pretty hot where I am too, but I don't think it's that bad. Well, try to stay cool. I drink plenty of water. It can go over 120. No, 125. Oh, jeez. That's very terrible. Yeah, definitely try to stay cool. If you have AC, turn on AC. If you have fan, definitely have a fan on. Also, for your perfect temperature, 70 to 88. Yeah, that's a good temperature. Yeah, I agree. That is a pretty good temperature. Good neutral ground. Not too cold, not too hot. Yes, I agree. It's a good temperature range. But hopefully, it'll go to that range sooner or later. You can handle 89 to 96, but it's a little too much. Yeah, if it gets over 90, it's a bit too much, I agree. But yeah. But yes, try to stay cool. Drink plenty of water if you have water.
Don't you understand how the real world is in trouble because of show? This isn't like the TV world, where only we were involved.
Oh, man. I see you never learn. The only reason I took that brat up on his invitation was because I was bored.
Water is just a furnace at that point. Pretty much, yeah. I agree, it's basically just a furnace. It's 10:13 and still 97. Ooh, hopefully it gets more colder. Hopefully. Well, at least cooler. It is. But yeah, anything over 90 I don't like. I don't like anything over 90. It's terrible degrees. But I agree, I like 70 to 80, somewhere around there is perfectly fine. Temperature wise, I could handle it. Anything over 90, I die. Yeah. What would you see if we go over here? I would probably die and melt. I will melt. I'll melt into a puddle. I just can't do that. It's too hot. It's way too hot.
All the questions about what he's after, or what's gonna happen to this town. I don't give a damn about any of it.
What's he saying?
Adachi, you lousy!
Whoa, give me a break.
Don't call
I don't
Adachi
intend to
lousy.
get involved with kids like you anymore. Like, I bet you're honestly abiding by the rules here, because that's how you think.
Yeah.
The rules here.
Oh, Yukun's frown is brown in confusion. I take it that means that they don't know about the rules here yet. At 120, even with water being outside for 15 minutes, it's a heat stroke. Ugh, oh, geez. Oh my god, that's bad. That's very bad. And that point is stay inside. Or at least be in shade if you have to be outside. Find some shade. Mainly they don't know about the rules. About the persona fragments. I should give them a hint about the dangers they're facing.
You know, the one-on-one stuff. You don't even know what's gonna happen because of that. Honestly, rats like you barely even think.
Yeah,
What's that supposed to
not
mean?
even thinking.
Like I keep saying, if you keep fighting them on their own terms, it could bite you in the ass.
If you need to go somewhere by car, you gotta get your cold car drive. Then you gotta go to the store. You probably be walking 120 for a minute. Then cold store. It is true. At least if you have to go to the store by car, you gotta have the AC in the car. And the store usually has AC, so yeah. You just have to endure it for a couple of minutes. Ugh. But if you can find like a really good close parking spot to the store, then even less minutes. But if you park like at the very end or in the very back, you gotta survive for at least a couple of minutes. But yeah, likely stores and cars have AC, so that's good.
I bet he's collected quite a lot of those persona fragments by now.
Oh, everyone's gasping. They finally realize something's up and traded worried looks with one another. What are they, just playing cops and robbers until now? What kind of investigation team are you? More like a non-investigation team. Oh, Dachi. That was a lame as one of the show's jokes. As I'm lamenting the loss of my sense of humor, Yukun, who has over his own worries, trembles a bit his lips. Even in these temperatures, you go outside to pet your dogs and you're like, oh, and as usual, oh, yeah, you definitely gotta protect the doggies and pet them. But yeah. But hopefully your doggy has some shade and some plenty of water. It's gonna be bad out there for them.
Have we been inadvertently helping him?
Oh man, you really hadn't noticed? You need to get your act together.
But you gotta make sure the pets are nice and safe. It's 120 shade, lowers to 150. Hey, well, that's better than nothing. But still, you gotta make sure that your pets are safe. But shade's at least better than nothing. But yeah, it's still too hot even with shade. I agree. It's 125 in shade, you could at least, yeah, that's true. At least it feels a bit colder, not that much, a bit cooler. Ooh, the school's building suddenly creeps loudly like the howling of a beast. I instantly recognized the noise of the countless shadows gathering at the top of the tower.
What was that just now?
Looks like there's no more time left.
During
Earlier
winter
than I
60 to
expected.
75, well, that I can handle. Well, at least with that, you could bundle up, put a lot of jackets, a lot of warm clothes. But you can't do anything in the summer. Summer's a pain. Ooh, 18, nice. Congratulations, you got 18.
Well, that's why I need to get going. Good luck to you, I guess.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, and your friends who got caught? They might be in trouble if you leave them be, you know?
Yeah,
Wait,
you're gonna be in trouble.
what's that supposed to mean?
It means just what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Then again, I guess it might be impossible for just you three.
Oh, I got you.
Wait!
Oh. Well, he hit the wall. I turned my back on them and disappeared into the red fog. I heard Yosuke trying to chase after me, but only to run into an invisible wall. They already had 4 pillars around them. That means they can't leave without winning a battle that they're going to face. Oh.
I guess that's enough for now. Well, go on and do your best, investigation team.
Yeah, do your best. I quietly mutter at these kids behind me. Looks like Show's planes are coming along faster than I imagined. They didn't look like I have much time to slack off. I might even have to hurry. Outside the hallway windows, I could see the shadows collecting here and there, floating in the skies like shreds of paper. Still, shadows blowing like trash. The surrounding of the scene makes me laugh. Okay, Zach, not gonna lie, one of the personas that beats
Welcome to the
Adachi is Loki
stream,
too. I agree
Zaxkin.
very much.
Thrilled to
Welcome,
have you
welcome.
join our
How you
magical
doing?
adventure. Let's have fun together.
Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. No trouble, please. Oh. After leaving Yukun in the hall, I've been walking around the school building in search for other Persona users. The shadows and Persona fragments are building up in surprising rate. Perhaps I'm feeling a little worried as the fog thickens with the passing of time. Because I was walking faster than usual, I was able to come across a new area quickly. Just in case anything happened, I kept my gun in my hand. I slowly slid the door open with my other hand. Ooh. Beyond the door is a room with an eerie light pouring in, and Sho is sitting on a coffin. Oh, are you playing Oxygen Included again, Zach? Are you winning? Did you do a good job? Give me an update. All he's doing is staring at the giant clock looming in the back of the room. When he notices me, he slowly turns in my direction.
Huh? Oh, it's just you.
Eh,
Hey there. Looks like it's going well. Getting plenty of Persona fragments, huh? Yeah, it's going so well, I'm bored as shit.
eh.
I want to see them cry and groan and pain and all that good stuff. Actually, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and go take them apart. Well, there's no need to rush. After
no need to
all,
rush.
they can't leave this place.
Eh.
Huh? Well, yeah. I'm getting so bored.
Ito
I should
bored.
just go take out a couple of them. Whoa, hold on there. There's no need to get hasty when the plan's going so well, right?
Yeah.
It'd be easier to just sit back and wait. What are you talking so big for? Want me to stick my sword through your ears?
Not right now. You're kind of tired today. You woke up today at 3 a.m. for no reason. Then you play a little bit of Oni, and then you slept again. But now you're still tired. Oh, interesting. Well, hopefully you felt better. I had the same problem as well. I went to sleep like around 2 o'clock. Then I woke up around 4 a.m. Then I went back to sleep for an hour. Then I woke up around 6, like around 5-ish a.m. And then I couldn't go back to sleep all day. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But I did take a nap like around 7-ish. Well, at least had a nap, like a, I don't know, maybe like a 2-3 hour nap, which I think is probably bad. But yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I wasn't able to sleep too much this time. For some reason, I don't know why. But hey, I was able to color another coloring book page. So that's what... I know, I figured, but thank you for letting me know. I figured I was gonna use that. Thank you. With that show suddenly draws one of its katanas and then turns and stabs it into one of the coffins lying on the ground around. He keeps hacking it without a word as if scratching an H. I take the bizarre sign of his madness.
Ooh, scary. Can't you calm down a bit? You won't beat anyone like that. And you came to get me because you needed me, no? You sure it's a good idea to kill me just because I rub you the wrong
go ahead and
way?
take a nap. Hey, take a nap if you're not busy.
Cripes, what a wet blanket. Did you just come from a picnic out in the rain or something? Don't get the wrong idea. That guy has nothing to do with this. I can kill anyone I want if I feel like it.
No, you can't kill anyone. You're not allowed. With the sudden fury, he unsheathes his other sword and points it at my throat. Kill anyone if I feel like it. Huh, don't get cocky, little... but wait.
Then go on ahead. It's easy, right? Have you actually killed anyone before? This guy's really pissing me off.
Uh-oh. Sheathes his swords with a sneer. I figured as much, but now it's clear that he doesn't like people acting superior to him. They say people like him suffer from inferiority complexes, but I don't give a dang about his past, for what's important to me now is... I take a quick glance at the exit out of the corner of my eye. All this sneaking around is really bugging me. I think they're hiding, but I can see their shadows on the floor. Those kids from the investigation team are as inept as ever. I move around to keep Show from noticing them and walk towards him.
Look, there's no need to fight. Once it descends, after all, the world's going to totally disappear.
Oh.
Why spend your time dealing with them, you know?
Yeah.
Just ignore those kids.
You just ignore him.
That's not the problem.
Really?
I look at those guys and I can't stop gagging.
Oh.
They just herd together like best buds.
Well, they are best
I
buds.
don't know why they're so full of themselves.
Oh.
It makes me want to beat the shit out of them. Get them to cry like
know.
babies. You get me?
Yeah.
Yosuke, Chie, get back!
Oh. Hello. God dang. I guess he did notice. So reaches behind his back and pulls out a knife and throws it at them. The knife fails to reach them, though, and thuds onto the ground at their feet.
You're so lame. Such a frickin' irritating bunch. I hate to even look at you. I just want to see you completely destroyed.
Oh. His anger-fueled shouts echoes through the warped room. Fury that is uneasy to hide any longer. Yukun and his little friend step into the room. Dang, I didn't want them to show any more than absolutely necessary. My plan has changed a little, but I can't help that. I think it's best if I play the spectator for a while.
Show me, Nazuki. What are you planning?
Huh?
Eh?
Weren't you listening? I'm gonna get rid of all you disgusting pests and make this a world I can stand to live in. What?
Don't be ridiculous.
Nee, don't be
that won't help
ridiculous.
anybody but you.
Yeah? So what? Of course it only helps me. I'm saying you're disgusting, so you should all just die.
Basically, yep, I'm having a good day. Besides not being able to sleep for a little bit. I have really bad sleep. But it's okay. Like I said, I only got like maybe 3 hours or 4 hours of sleep for some reason today. I don't know why. But I'm okay. I took a nap later in the day. But I'm okay. But I did color another coloring book page. I know you saw in the Discord. But yeah, I like coloring now. It was really fun. I like coloring. It was really fun.
This isn't funny anymore. You're totally nuts.
I don't know if I'm gonna
Are you
keep-
saying that
continue to
nothing
color
else
every-
matters as long
There's
as
20
you're
pages in
satisfied?
total. I don't know if I'm gonna color them all. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. That's really fun. I'm learning a lot how to color. Like all how to complementary color using all that stuff. It's really interesting. But I still messed up a little bit.
Well,
It is
duh.
okay.
Friends? Bonds? You worthless pests aren't accomplishing anything but
Oh.
licking each other's wounds. Shitty pests in this shitty world have no goddamn call to give me their
Winnie,
shitty
Trendy.
lectures.
I
I'm
think that might
telling
be a
you,
little
I'm gonna get
expensive.
rid of every shred of everything.
I can't really make my own art, so I have to commission people and pay royalties for merchandise fees, which are usually 100% of the price, which is it's a little too expensive. But then again, I don't know. It's usually more expensive if I want to commission art and get picked by the royalties or something like that, which usually is 100%. Sometimes they're even 200%. It's like, whoa, that's crazy. But I guess it makes sense, I guess. Like, I can understand 100%, but anything over 100, it's like, it's a little too much. But that's why you have to find people, and you gotta work with them. But maybe one day, maybe.
You really are a piece of shit that's not worth saving. You've got no right to do that.
Maybe a keychain or something. Or maybe just stickers. I could probably just start with stickers, maybe. That's probably what I could do. Probably just start with stickers first. Maybe, one day.
The world will be much quieter soon. Just like
A couple
here,
weeks ago?
a
Oh,
wonderful
maybe.
place where there's no one else.
Maybe.
It's all for me.
I think I could probably do that. I think, what was the one website? I think it's either T-Republic or something. I forget what website it is, but you could just upload picture and they can make stuff, like a lot of stuff. They can make t-shirts, pillows. I think you might be able to make cups too. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like T-Babble or something, I don't know. But I know there's one website that does that. But I don't know if it does international shipping though. That's the one thing I don't know. It could probably be international shipping. But I don't know. But we'll see one day. We'll see one day.
What? A world with no one else?
Ugh, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Just hurry up and get smashed to pieces, you shitty pests!
Rude. Ugh, there he goes again. This is the youth anger I hear about on the news. My, so scary. He'll explode in anger and pulls out his katanas again, with a menacing look on his face. He just is way too willing to hurt people. You may as well try to stop him, even though it's probably not going to do any good.
Whoa, whoa, what are you getting all worked up for? You really shouldn't do that.
Ooh.
And you shut up too, you piece of shit! Come get me, I'll beat the life out of you. You'll be begging for mercy!
Dang. The red pillars in the corners of the room immediately shine as Sho takes combat scenes. Never seen a stance like that before, but I can tell this is a little more than a kid playing pretend samurai. Something that was honed from a yeah, for some reason I can't say signal. Single, there you go, say signal. Single. Why can't I say that word for some reason? Purpose, to swiftly and effectively kill their prey.
I can't believe our town is such a mess because of that guy. There's no way I'm sitting back and letting it happen.
I'm with you.
Eee.
We'll show you with our own fists how strong you can be when you have something to protect.
But yeah, I'll probably think about it in the future. Probably will. Well, I'll give you a couple one of these days. Yeah, I'll make you a couple one of these days. I don't know when.
Show strong. Don't let your guard down.
So is Adachi not gonna fight?
You little...
I guess Adachi doesn't fight. Well, he never did fight anyone, so I guess it makes sense. I understand he's mad because he was testing Sprint, but he's still finding the anger of everything so overdue. Yeah, I understand he was a test subject, so I understand his anger at that part. But he's overdoing it quite a bit. It's like, you don't need to end the world, it's like, I understand. You were being test subject, but you don't need to end the whole entire world. To show who fell to the ground at the end of the intense clash, the red pillar shatters, signaling the battle has been decided. Didn't expect this. Sho holds one of his chests in pain while he grasps and kneels to the ground. From my perspective, as a spectator, Sho was just as strong as his opponent. No, he was better in every way. Though Sho was faster, stronger, focused on his opponent's weakness, so why did he lose? Well, duh, it's pretty obvious. The answer is simple. Persona. Sho doesn't use a persona a single time during that fight. That means he doesn't have the power to use one. I don't know that before. I'm learning this is a big plus for me. The other personality, Minozuki, used a persona. It's kind of weird since they're the same body, but they say personas come from the power of the mind. I guess it makes sense that one of them might be able to use them while the other can't.
What did I tell ya? This is because you kept using those weird powers. You got all puffed up because of someone else's gift.
Yeah. Whoops, I accidentally spoke mine in front of Sho. I quickly covered my mouth, and then noticed you watching Phil in his fighting stance. I guess that's only natural. They'd be wary of me, but dang.
Are we fighting you next, Adachi-san?
Nope.
Huh? Oh man, don't be ridiculous. Why would I do something that hard?
Yeah, why would we?
Hard? Aren't you supposed to be on Sho's side?
Not really.
Show's side? Give me a break. Come on. Isn't there someone else besides me you should be worrying
Yeah,
about? Someone we should worry about.
that's right. This isn't over yet. The troubling thing about Sho is the fact that Minazuki there too, and you doesn't know about him yet. If Sho has been being, he's not gonna sit there, lie there and take it. This saves me the trouble of having to explain everything myself, but it's no good for me if they happen to get killed. I am going to have to babysit these kids myself.
Persona.
Oh. And there he is. The instant Minazuki stands up, a reddish-black shadow appears behind him and attacks the investigation team. Oh. Hey, look, peppers. There's peppers on the screen. They're sentient peppers. A red pepper and a green pepper.
Let's end this.
Two personas come together finally, but it's clear that Yukun's at a big disadvantage.
Get a grip, damn it. You're gonna get yourself killed at this rate.
Yeah. If that happens, my plan would have been all for nothing. I have absolutely no interest in what happens between these two brats, but I can't let them get killed. That's when I thought it was time for me to lend them a hand.
Persona!
Persona!
Oh, persona. That is literally as if they truly ran it. Hey, well, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can totally see that. But yeah, just living peppers. But well, it's basically like Zulits and Doduo. It's basically the same thing. A Pokemon with multiple heads. But pretty much, yeah. They might be running out of ideas. They might be. Two personas appear from the red fog and attack Minazuki simultaneously. Minazuki's persona is stunned, and its recklessness attack stop.
Yukun! Senpai, are you alright?
Hey, I don't know. It might be kind of weird once they start with... What generation are we on for Pokemon? I think 9th generation? So 10? Yeah, 10 might be a little weird. Because they are running out of ideas. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't. Because then again, there's a lot of fan-made ones. So, Pokemon companies aren't going to use any fan-made ones. Because they don't want to be accused of theft. Even though they could technically buy the rights towards the designs. But they probably won't do that ever. So they're going to have a hard time coming up with new designs. Coming for whenever they decide to do the 10th generation. It's Naoto Shinigami and some kid or girl I don't know who's carrying a giant axe. They're coming running in at Minazuki's side.
More imbeciles. It seems deploying doppelgangers made from shadows wasn't enough.
The heads look clearly doodle, yeah. Crazy. It's more like that one. It's basically what it is.
Don't move.
Get away from Yukun, or I won't show any mercy!
Oh.
No need for histrionics. I'll concede now without them. Though, should I at least get rid of Narukami first?
Minazuki points his blade at the kneeling Yukun. Unlike Sho, Minazuki would be able to kill Yukun like he was squishing a bug. He can't be underestimated. I'm actually going to have to stop him this time. I walk into the central room, placing myself between the two.
Sounds like a bad plan.
Bad
Haven't
plan.
you ever heard the saying, the cornered stag is most dangerous? I don't think you have
Yeah, Dachi doesn't
time
know
or
her.
energy to waste.
Who is he? I don't know who he is either. We're Dachi, we don't know who that is. Some sort of person, some sort of girl. That's all that we know.
No. Why are you here?
Naoto-kun's eyes widen in surprise, overseeing me, and then... Oh, it's Yakun again. The soul bend begins to creak again. The shaking is longer and more intense than when I was on the roof, meaning the power Minazuki's collecting is coming closer. It seems things are progressing a lot faster than I thought they would be.
Whoa! What is this shaking?
It's begun.
It begun.
I'll be
Oh, no.
taking my leave. All that's left is to see this through.
Hey, hold it!
When Minazuki turns his back to leave, the other kid surrounds him to prevent his escape. But Minazuki doesn't show any signs of panic. In fact, it gives them a mocking sneer.
You truly love to swarm, don't you? You find your strength by herding together. But there are enough persona fragments now. I have no need to deal with you anymore.
What is this?
My legs.
Nope, they got paralyzed.
This again.
It only takes an instant. The moment Minazuki's eyes go red, the air shakes, and the kids in the front of me suddenly stop, as if chained down. Thing that confirms my suspicion. Mizuki is capable of using his persona to control others. He used his power to control that detective in the interrogation room.
I am overtaxed. I've been relying on this borrowed power too much. Though now is not the time to hold back.
Wait, he also has borrowed power? Wait. So wait, oh, okay, so this is Minazuki, Shou's power. Oh, I see. But that, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. I guess, since it was being experimented on. Minazuki spares at least one glance at Yukun's group and runs off into the fog. The other kids are frozen like statues, and they all can watch him disappear. I'm free to do anything, but there's no point in me chasing after Minazuki, so I just let him go. Once Minazuki's gone, Yu's group is released from whatever holds is over them, and they fall to the ground. Perhaps that was pretty hard for them. They all seem to be in a lot of pain. Before they can catch up with their breath, they sound footsteps approach through the fog. A beautiful skin-tight black catsuit shows up.
I'll take over from here. Let's begin.
Whoa.
Bring on the ring.
It's very interesting that even Sho himself doesn't know how to use the bat power, but a guy possesses, knows how. Yeah, it's interesting. He knows how to use it. But I guess it makes sense, kinda. He's a god after all. Oh, when the lady yells out, the red pillars appear from the corners of the room, and invisible walls lock into place. Being stuck in seems to be confused the kids in the situation out of the depth.
Mitsuda-san?
No, that's a fake.
It's a fake.
Where's
You
Minazuki?
faker.
He's gone already. Hey, not to butt in, but don't you think you're in over your heads a little this time? Didn't you see his power? You're up against more than just that brat.
Yeah. I shout at them from beyond the invisible walls. There's no time for them to figure this stuff out on their own. Just get it already. With a bit of annoyance, I continue on.
Don't you think it's a little late? He said he has all the persona fragments he needs.
Yeah.
So all that's left is to summon that thing, and then jam the fragments he's gathered into.
Oh, as they say that, a pair swings right in front of my nose. I blink in surprise and see a few strands of hair falling right in front of my eyes, like in a comic. She may be a hottie. Oh, a gotchi. Well, I don't blame him. I don't blame a gotchi. But I don't think this chick swing a sharp object in my face.
That might have hurt. What was that for?
He's a lot younger than him, so, you know, well, you do make a point. Yeah, you do make a point. What was he? Itachi is what? He should be like 28 right now, because he was like roughly 27 last game. Yeah, he's 28 right now. Yeah, you do make a good point, so it's a no.
You speak too much, imbecile. Should I deal with you instead?
Whoa, no way! Where'd you get that idea? All right then. I did try to warn you guys.
I said enough already. Even the stupid investigation team should get it by now, right? I'm turning my back on them and quickly leave the classroom. If they really shows planes, then they should be heading for the top of the tower. At the peak, they'll find countless shadows, the persona fragments, and the power. The pieces are all there. He's 27 before game in Ultimax. He should be 20. Okay, so yeah, he's 28. Then again, it'll take them some time to get out of their barrier. There's even a possibility that they might not even make it to the top.
Seriously, give me a break.
Either way, I've got to disrupt Show's plan somehow. I pat my jacket to reassure myself that my gun is still holstered at my waist, and I run up the stairways leading to the top of the tower. To be continued. And we're not fighting with him at all. Oh, how much more do we have in him? A win. So how much more? Okay, okay, we still got plenty of time. Out of them. Alright, let's go ahead and do the win. If I can, hey, come on. There we go. So I wonder if he's not gonna be fighting her at all. I'm sure in good shape considering I never exercised when I was in the jail. I wonder if it's thanks to that band of health food. As I climb up the tower through the fog, I come to an opening area. Looks like this is my goal. Looking up through the powerful wings, the gathered shadow swirls over top of the tower, giving off its sinister power.
Whoa, it's totally red.
I mean,
I
he's a
wasn't
jester.
ready
He'd
for
be
this.
Going around for fun, no fighting, like a warrior. True. That does make sense. He's no warrior. He's a clown. He's a jester. He's a funny guy. He's really funny. Nope, that pun was awful. I shake my head and look up into the cloud of shadows floating around the sky. The roaring storm sucks one of the shadows one after another. Like a tornado, I gulp at the sight up close.
The things a brat can dream up are scary.
Very scary.
Wouldn't stand a chance if you got swallowed up in this. I guess Show's scheme is a huge success so far.
Ew. In the middle of the red fog is a giant, clear object, the size of a person giving off lights as it floats. I see, so that's the fragments he keeps giving off from the persona users. The red-haired kid is standing next to it. As I stay low and watch, it looks like he hasn't noticed me. These kids are tricked into helping him collect the persona fragments under the guise of P1 Climax. Well, after such intense battle, being alive is a bit more impressive. I think they deserve more praise there.
It would be a problem if anyone died here, after all.
My goal here is to keep anyone from becoming a victim. That is all there is to it.
That's just something I can't allow. Sorry, but that's why I'm gonna have to gum up the works.
Oh.
By whatever means necessary.
Yeah. I draw my pistol into the red-haired young man through the fog. Joe looks up at the giant shadow with an expression of rapture. Maybe he's too busy with his new world that he hasn't even been looking this way. Well, that's convenient for me. I slowly thumb back the hammer on my revolver. People may not know this about me, but I'm actually pretty confident with my aim. I always was top of my class in pistol training at the academy. I take aim at the persona fragment in front of Show. Well, maybe it's too big to call it fragment now. If I could break that thing, Show's plan is done for. I've only got one chain. That's okay. I can't miss from here. I concentrate and pull my finger into the trigger. Oh, what? Do it. Did I hit it? I'm sure I got it, but the persona fragment didn't break. An impact of the bullet was only enough to crack it slightly.
One shot wasn't enough.
Ding. I'm gonna have to do another shot, and I quickly take aim at the crack in the crystal. But I was just as about to pull the trigger.
Hey, Adachi, what the hell are you doing?
Sho stands in front of me with a look of rage. He found me. A frontal assault is absolutely the last thing I wanted, but I guess I can't help that now. I doubt he'll believe me if I told him my finger slipped.
Did I ever say I was going to cooperate with you?
Oh. It's a pretty nice picture. The moon and them looking at each other. It's pretty crazy.
You goddamn son of a... I'll destroy you!
Oh, language. Ooh, do we actually get a fight? 1984. Whoa. I thought he's 1984. He was born. Wait, how old is he if he was in today's day?
How's this? How's
You pissed.
Here you go!
I'm already doing quick calculations right
Why
now.
bother? Here! I'll make it great! Little!
It's no use. You piss me off.
I know your youth friend group is roughly around 30 at this time.
Whoa!
Something like this?
Knock him out! Great! I'll make it great! Knock him out!
Now to put my persona.
Watch out! I'll make it cry!
You piss me off. Yeah.
Why bother?
Yikes.
Bullshit! Damn it! I'll beat
That's why
your
you
ass!
saw Glacia hurt. Well, come back to. Oh, that makes sense why he was hurt. He's fighting Shaw. The one, but it's more like Shaw got tired of fighting and gave up. I was hurt pretty badly, but Shaw must have used a lot of his stamina in that battle. I sat down on Shaw's chest and to keep him pinned.
Bastard. What's this about? Were you planning to betray me from the start? What an ungrateful little prick!
Oh, sorry. But he doesn't hurt now. Yeah. He's not hurt right now. But we'll see. Shaw glared at me something. He must really be pissed. I could feel him trembling underneath
Didn't
me.
I say? I told you I was gonna do whatever I want.
Maybe something happened after this, maybe.
You cocky dipshit. Don't think that you've won. You must be seriously stupid to defy me. That's why you lost to them, you goddamn stupid moronic idiot!
Jeez. He angry. Ugh. All this yapping is hurting my ears. How many times do I have to call you? Do you have to call me a moron, you moron? Oh no. It's a moron battle. I pressed the muzzle of my pistol against Show's jaw to shut him up. Oh.
You actually have the nerve to say that to me. You're the one who got all cocky and started a fighting tournament. Haven't you had your fun?
Hey.
Because there's no way a brat like you could control that kind of power.
Oh.
You really should just say you're sorry to everyone
Yes,
and go
sorry.
back home like a good little boy, you know?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! The hell are you mocking me for? I'll kill you!
Oh my.
Get off me! I can do this! What's wrong with doing things because I can? Want me to skewer you from your jaw straight through your skull?
Doing it because you can, huh? You know, watching you really irritates me.
Ooh, he's irritating. It's like seeing myself last year. Seriously, it's irritating. The persona fragment is only a few meters away. I reckon recock my pistol while holding Show down. I take aim at the small target half hidden in the red fog. This will end all of this. Oh. What's happening? What's happening? In a blink of an eye, my field of view flips upside down. Show, who I had been down just moments ago, is now sitting on top of me. Oh no, he's getting beat up. Shoot, Show's got the power too. I didn't have any control over my body, and I just can't lay on the ground like a rag doll. Show's eyes glow like burning red in his fury.
I'll kill you, Adachi.
Okay, this is where he
I'll
got beat
crush
up.
you into pulp so no one will know what you even looked like!
Oh, this is where he got beat up. The Brad begins punching me in the face. I can taste blood from my cut lip. Ooh, Itachi. He's getting beat up. My head rocks with the impact of each hit. That some power he has. If I'm still thinking that, I still have some life in me.
You bastard! What are you thinking? You know how important this thing is! Are you trying to ruin my plan?
If he wants to kill me, he could have just pick up his sword and do it with me in a single slash. Instead, he gets on top of me and starts pounding. No, not letting me off so easy. Lucky for me, his rage is getting the better of him. Once a brat, always a brat. Sure, this hurts, but if my luck keeps, I'm up. I might be able to survive
That's
this.
what I said. I tried to
Yep,
destroy those
apparently he knows how to
persona
use the ability.
fragments by striking when I saw the chance.
You worthless vermin. I knew you weren't worth shit. But to think you were biding your time for this. Well...
Oh my. Ooh, this isn't good. Things are going black. I don't even feel much pain anymore. I'm on the verge of passing out. Don't they teach kids in the meaning of the word moderation schools anymore. At this rate, he might actually kill me.
You really pissed me off, you piece of shit. You were
Rip
nothing but trash I was only
You will be
planning to
missed.
use from the start. Ha!
He will be missed. I nearly back out after that intense blow, but I managed to hang in there. Maybe he got tired of hitting me, so gets up and picks up his sword and looks down at me mockingly.
Just for curiosity's sake, how are you planning to use me?
I think you're misunderstanding me. You know the whole taming business?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't planning to rely on your knowledge to begin with, moron.
Oh.
All I need is your persona.
You just wanted his persona?
I was gonna
Ooh.
rip off your persona, turn it into a shadow, slam it into the gathered shadows, and presto! Adachi's part is done.
Oh my. He was going after my persona in the... Wait, he's going to turn my persona into a shadow and fuse it with the shadow he was collecting. I don't have a clue what he's talking about. As I lie there, confused, Sho holds his stomach and laughs merrily.
Ooh, I love that stupid look on your face. It's so great. I'm gonna let you in on some more secrets. Seems like the power left in you interferes with the thing I'm planning to absorb.
Ooh.
I guess that power beyond humanity clashes with each other?
Maybe.
But when that happens, that thing won't be at its full strength. So if you think about it the other way around, using your power stops that thing from doing whatever it wants, and then I get to tame it!
And so in order to control the power he was going for, he has to counter it with even more power, I think I see a flaw in that reasoning, but given what he's talking about, power suppressing the realm of man, here, logic might be going out the window.
Once everything was ready and I cut up the rest of them, I was gonna kill you slow. Still, I at least gave you the chance to have some fun, you piece of shit. I was gonna let your crap slide until I showed you the end of the world you never got to achieve. Why not? Right?
Don't think we're the same, you
Yeah,
little brat.
you're not the same. Adachi's better than you.
What? What was that?
He's better than you.
You think the whole world hates you just because someone didn't treat you right. You're nothing but a little kid throwing a tantrum. You know, I seriously hate this world. Don't put me in the same shoes as a half-assed brat like you.
Yeah.
Please.
You're so finished, you bastard. I'll kill you just like you want.
Sure, I'm lame. Whatever. But you don't know yet, do you? Those guys don't play around. You better be prepared.
Die, you piece of shit.
So, Sho slowly unsheathes the sword and lays it across my throat. The touch of cold steel against my neck gives me goosebumps. Oh, Adachi in P4 story was changing the world with shadows merging, not destroying the world like Sho. Exactly, yeah, you're right. He's not destroying, he's just merging, not destroying. This situation's gone foobar. Foobar. If my own corpse ends up hanging from a telephone post somewhere, it's going to make Glacier's case even more complicated. And if that happens, all the work I've done will go down the drain. Not only my own roles will be taken away from me, but if the investigation into Glacier's case gets dropped, there'll be nothing left. That was the experience that defines who I am now, and I can't allow that to become a lie. The katana gleams red in the moonlight when Sho raises it high into the air, and then...
Stop it, Sho!
The impact I expected didn't come. I slowly opened my eyes to see Yukun standing, holding Sho back.
You're early. Way to ruin the moment.
You're too early, Yukun. Yukun frowns in understanding what's going on. He seems confused that Sho and I are at odds. It's not like I needed him to sympathize with me. I don't need his pity. But I don't want to be understood either.
Just to be clear, I didn't do it for you guys.
Yeah.
I just wanted to set things right for myself. I know, you're not that type of person.
A look of relief spreads across Yukun's face. Seriously, kid, you're a dope. If another crazy corpse shows up in that town, the investigation will have to start from scratch again. Thinking about what would happen pisses me off, that's all.
You're such a know-it-all. It's not very attractive.
I try mocking him, but talking hurts too much, and thanks to Show beating the crap out of me, everything's getting cloudy again. I've done this much on my own. It's your turn to stop him, team leader. Oh, you call him team leader. I can't say those words, but that's what I'm thinking. It's then that I lose consciousness. Oh. To be continued. How stupid. Oh. How stupid. Great vegetables. Indeed, great vegetables. Such a good meme. The first thing I see when I come to is Yukun fighting a giant monster. The creature is made out of countless shadows moving as a giant hole. It's wreathed in flames intense enough to scorch the entire world. That's what I call the end of the world.
Oh man. Going up against a monster like that's gonna be impossible.
Yeah.
Even for you, Kun.
The situation looks bleak, but on a closer look, Yukun doesn't look like he's losing. In fact, he's positively overflowing with energy, though it's beyond me where it comes from. That could be what all the bonds and friends stuff is about. But either way, he's dealing with the power that surpasses the realm of man. He injured it, but without a way to deal a definitive end blow. This fight is at a stalemate.
Impossible! What power is this? How can one human's power alone be enough to best me?
It just is.
Kagutsuchi. That's what holds you back. The power I wield. The power we wield. It will never succumb to someone like you!
You tell him.
Silence, pest! I will not lose! I am stronger than anything!
The monster lets out an immense roar and raises an humorous arm, aiming to destroy the ground Yukun is standing on. The tower isn't going to take much more abuse with all this shaking. Not even a Persona user can survive a fall from up here. He's seriously a pain in the butt.
Persona!
Persona! Yeah. I quickly summoned my persona, Matsu Tishu Inazagi, to attack the monster from behind while it's busy with Yukun. Managatsu Inazagi. My persona's bleed covered in blackish red flames strike the monster's arm and knock it away. You better roar.
Adachi-san?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I set everything up perfect for you, and
It's
you
perfect,
still
come
didn't
on.
finish it off before I woke up.
Come on, kid. Get with the program. Still, at this rate, there's no telling if he has the stamina to keep going. The monster might make a comeback. But if I keep it at distance, there might be an opening to finish it off. Fine, I'll play along a
I
little.
can't let you take all the glory. Stay back and rest a while. You'll need to save your strength.
I know Yukun can be a space case sometimes, but it looks like even he understands what I'm getting at. Not bad, kid. I allow myself a small smirk as I look up against the giant body hanging down from the sky. The monster glares directly at me. Its murderous intent pierces me like a Jimmel.
Hey, how's it going? According to Shokun, the power left in me doesn't sit well with you, huh?
You imbecile! How dare you intrude and have the nerve to stand before me?
Ooh, a cup of tea. Who wants a cup of tea? A giant body, massive arms, and stern jaw. Flames spew along the entire length of it. Dang, that's scary. Yugen's gotta be a grade A moron to try to take this thing on. I don't think there's anything in this world that I want to protect strong enough to face this thing. But you know, being the deep in this deep is kinda exciting. Fine, I'll take a stand. For not anyone else, I stand for myself. I'm trembling with exhalation built up in my heart and the fear of what I'm about to do, but I can't hold back the sonic grin as I shout up and face the sky.
An ugly sucker you are. Come at me. I'll play with ya.
Yeah, we'll play with ya.
I'll save the questions for later. I'll just support you for now.
Oh, nice.
Humans have no possibility.
Brutal. Brutal.
That is brutal. Gee, that was brutal.
Boring.
Learn of your power.
Here's hoping for a big hit.
Knock him out.
You can still do this.
Yep. Eat it.
Here's hoping
Eat
for a big hit.
Here.
Not yet.
How's this? Eat it. How's this? How about that? How about that?
Be gone.
No, you be done.
Going on the attack.
Oh, jeez.
Boring.
Here's hoping for a big hit.
How about that? Eat it.
Ooh, take it.
How's this?
Here's hoping
How
for
about
a big
that?
hit.
Eat it.
Get it. Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Foolish son of
You need to take defensive.
This
How's
will
this?
be
How
the
about
end of your kind.
How about knock him out?
Do this.
Brutal.
You can still do
This is getting fun. How's this? Eat it. Eat it.
I
Let's
will
get to work.
annihilate you.
Brutal.
Gee, that is brutal. It's still
Keeps up,
brutal.
we'll lose.
How about this? How's this? Eat it. How's this? Eat it. How's this? How about this? How's this? Go.
That surpasses man.
Yikes. Eat it. It's brutal.
My ultimate? Oh, yeah, right. I could use my ultimate. I gotta see what the ultimate command is.
I'll save the
What
questions
is
for
the
later.
ultimate command for
I'll
Dachi?
just support you for now.
It's okay. Ooh, you only drop down, down. Oh, okay, so it's all downs. Okay. So it's all downs.
You're so weak. What a
How's this?
pitiful
How about you piss me off? Eat it.
Should we start going on the attack?
How about brutal?
Ah, jeez.
Yep. How about that?
Should we start
How
going on
about
the
that?
attack?
Eat it.
Well, I'm trying to go to attack.
Tide of battle is going
Eat
our way.
it. These are not Eat it.
humans have no possibility.
Brutal.
Don't let me down.
Should we start going on the attack?
Eat it.
I'm trying to attack.
Boring. How's
Should we
this?
start going on the attack?
That's what I'm trying.
How about this?
Should we start going on the attack?
How's this? Brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
What a hassle.
You're so weak. What a pitiful.
Yikes. Yikes.
Keeps up, we'll lose.
Yikes.
Some way to get things going
Yikes.
for us?
This is the power that surpasses man.
Some way to get things going.
How about
I mean,
You
that
can
was
still do
weird.
this.
This is the power that surpasses man.
Eat it.
Me, that's
Didn't
hard.
have that last ounce of power.
Yeah. Okay, that was kind of hard.
I'll save the questions for later. I'll just support you for now.
My thing.
How's
I
this?
think
How
that might
about
be.
this?
This is the power that surpasses
No
man.
On the attack?
Brutal.
Jeez, Jeez. Oh my goodness.
So
That was
stay calm and
jeez, that was strong. That was doing that.
This is getting fun. How about this? Let's go. You piss me off.
Oh, jeez. Jeez, that's a really strong attack.
Why? This can't be.
What do you mean it can't be?
I'll save the questions for later. I'll just support you for now.
How about this?
How much HP does this thing have?
This keeps up, we'll lose.
Don't let me
Is there a
down.
way to block? Is there blocking?
Should we start going on the attack?
Jeez. Is there a block? I mean... Okay, that's exactly what it's pressing. Is there a blocking command?
Still do this.
Does this thing even happen? Don't think it block. Ah, I can't be blocked in. There's so much damage.
Some way to keep things going for us.
There has to be a way to dodge it.
We can still do
This is getting fun. Eat it. How's that? How about that? Brutal. Brutal.
Yes, it is very difficult, you. It's very difficult.
This keeps up, we'll lose.
Oops.
How about this? How about this? These are not How about that?
Is there some way to get things going?
How
This will be the end of your...
Here's hoping for a big
I just triggered that. Not the right one. Ugh.
He lost. That's too
Oh, the
bad.
auto block? Okay. Hey.
I'll save the questions for later. I'll just support you.
It's no use. How's this? How about
Should we start going on the attack?
Eat it. How about this?
Stay in
Brutal. Yep. Brutal. Don't let me
start going on the
down.
attack.
I'm trying to, you. I'm trying.
You won't hit me. How about
Should we start going on the attack?
I'm trying to, you. Come on.
Eat it. Eat it.
Should we
How
start
about
going on the
this?
attack?
Eat it.
Time
Eat
of
it.
battle is
How's
going
this?
our way.
How's this? How about this?
The power that surpasses
Brutal.
Ah.
Brutal.
We were beaten.
We're not helping you. You're not helping.
I'll save the questions for later. I'll just support you.
This will be the end of your time.
How about
The attack?
brutal? Yep. Here's a little extra. Brutal. Don't let me down.
I know.
Disappointed.
I just don't know. I don't know how to do them all.
Brutal. Yep.
Is there some way to get things going for us?
How's mango now?
Take the offensive.
Here. Something like this.
You can still do it.
Yikes.
No cost.
Brutal. 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 What a hassle.
That the extent of the bomb.
Yikes. Go. You yikes. Yes. Yikes.
Foolish
Keeps
son
up, we'll
of...
lose.
This will be the end of your kind.
How's this? Brutal. Yep.
Is there some way to get
Yikes.
things
Here
going?
you go. Something like that. I lost. Bullshit.
We lost.
Yeah, his family
bad.
doesn't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not.
I'll save the questions for later. I'll just support you for now.
Okay, Atomic nature. Okay, so we okay, so up, up. Okay, so up, Okay. Hopefully I can figure this out.
Extent of the bomb.
How's mango then? How's this?
Brutal. On the attack?
Come here. I'll
How
Here you
brutal!
Or something like you're a bot. You won't hit, you won't hit, you won't hit, you won't hit, you won't hit. Yeah, you won't hit, you won't hit, you won't hit, you won't hit, you won't hit me. How's this?
One more!
Mangle down. You won't hit, you won't hit.
Brutal! Going on the attack? You can
I will destroy
You won't.
brutal! Brutal! Brutal!
Boring.
This keeps up, we'll lose.
How's this? Here
You
you
can
go.
still do this.
Fall.
This cannot be!
Eat it. Disappears a little extra. Knock him out. Here you go.
Humans have no power.
Brutal! 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 This keeps up, get them back.
This is getting fun.
How dare you!
Goodbye.
Take the offensive.
But there's the wrong one.
Brutal! Yep, here's hoping for a
Is
hit.
that the extent of the bomb?
You can still do this.
How's this?
One more!
Something like this.
Pull it in.
Give me a break.
Didn't have that last ounce of power.
You shut up, you.
I'll save the questions for later. I'll just support you for now.
Come here.
Brutal! Take the
Boring.
offensive. Start going on the attack.
Don't let me down.
You can still do this.
Yeah.
You need to take the offensive.
Yikes. What's wrong? How's this? Yikes.
Big hit. Brutal! 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 This keeps up, we'll lose.
Boring.
There's some way
Yikes.
you can go for us.
Yes. Yeah. You won't hit. I knew it.
There's some way
You're-
things going for us.
Yeah. Here. What a hassle. Goodbye.
There's some way things going for us.
Have fun. Yeah. How's this?
Here's hoping for a big hit.
Too little.
There's some way you can go.
How's this? How's this?
Heads up, we'll lose.
How's
How's this? You can still do this. Brutal!
Yikes. Goodbye.
That's your limit.
Yikes. Live here. Yikes.
Brutal!
You're so...
That's your limit.
What a
Pull it
big
in.
How's this? You're a father.
Did it, finally. Finally.
You won because you didn't give up.
Yes. Oh, you do have a point. I didn't give up. I didn't give up. Ugh, without the pain. My body feels hot. I'm about, like I'm burning. Like, my body feels so hot, I feel like I'm burning up. Just breathing hurts my worn out throat. With the relief, relentless blaze scorching me, I'm half expecting to collapse onto the pile of ashes at any moment.
I guess this is the best I can do with
Thank
my
you, thank
powers.
you. I was thinking that maybe I could finally finish him off, but I'm just too exhausted. All I can do to stand on my own 2 feet.
Such impudence from insignificant pests!
Rude. But it looks like my efforts weren't for nothing. The giant monster gives a roaring in pain from all damage it took, and recoils for a moment.
Itachi-san!
A fair bit of ways, Yukun is watching me with a look of surprise and bewilderment. It's not the same look that he had last year when he confronted me in the TV. There's no hostility in his face, no caution in his eyes. I see nothing in his expression, but concern for me, it's annoying.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? I don't have time to waste either. So let's hurry up and put it into this.
Right.
Alright, now's our chance. I give you the signal, and he answers with a nod. Ooh. A power I've never felt before begins boiling from the depths of my body. The two Inazagi's, one dark, one light, resonates. Our powers merge together to become one giant force inside the two of us. I take that strength and reveal that it for a moment, and we unleash it all at Hino Kurosaki.
Izanagi!
Izanagi!
Nagatsu Izanagi!
Yes, Izanagi. Izanagi, yes. We both give the same power, but evolved down to a different path than mine had. I could tell that's only grown stronger since the last time I saw him, and while that power still pulls at me, I could feel it squeezing me dry. The torrent of power becomes a giant sword that pierces Hino Katsuchi, and its body shatters into pieces.
It's over, Hino Kagutsuchi!
Yes.
Time for a monster like you to head on home!
We did it. Gah. You take that. You crumble and bleed.
Impossible! How could I fall to this trickery of fans?
There's no trickery. Yeah, we did it. We defeated them. As it screams its death cry, the monstrous body comes into beat. The flames coating its body flares up into one last flame.
Serves you right.
Serves you right. Now it's over. The tension that had kept me wounded so tightly reaches its breaking point, and it snaps. I can only briefly see the floor rushing towards me as I collapse on the ground. Everything is blackness. No, he passed out. Oh, poor Dachi. To be continued. My rules. When I come to, I'm lying face down in the part of the TV world where those old TV sets are stacked up like blocks. I don't remember how I got here after all the fighting that monster. But one thing is for sure, we annihilated the monster from the world, and there wasn't a single victim caused by this entire case. As long as that's the fact, I don't care about the rest. I'm fulfilled my objective. I imagine to split up and look around. Sho is lying on the back of the floor, and Yukun is looking at me as if he wants to say something.
Adachi-san.
Man, what a pain.
What a pain indeed.
I had no intentions of seeing you guys ever again, you know?
I finally figured out why you came here, Adachi-san.
Hmm? Why? That kid talks like he knows me. Don't you go making a relieved face like that. I thought he's the goat. Yes, he is. He's the goat. I purposely ignore him and walk towards Sho. I slap him on the cheek.
You took a pretty bad beating, too.
So opens his eyes and slightly groans in pain. Looks like he's awake, but he doesn't have the energy to move. The madness is immense. Murder, intent are both gone, and all he does is breathe. Well, looking at him like that, he's no different from your average kid. I remember when I was just in the same condition as him. He reminds me of myself, just a little.
That's why I told you, that power can't be controlled.
Is it all over?
I don't think it's all over yet. Those nosy kids pushed your reset button before it was too late.
When I look over at you, his eyes go round in surprise. Oh, come on, you didn't even know it? No wonder he's enjoying his youth so much. He doesn't even realize the important things going around him. Idiot.
Well, that's fine with me. A kid should enjoy doing what he wants. Just don't drag me into it.
Yeah.
But now's the only time you get to do that, you know? Once you go out into the real world, there's really nothing great about it.
Shows like me, man consumed by power, he still got plenty of chances to start over. He'll find that out whether he likes it or not. The connections between people are also chains. They brought me nothing but trouble. So I can understand why Sho would want to push that crap out of as far away from him as possible. But the tremendous thing is, once you start making connections with other people, they start winding their own ways before you notice it. Even when you're suffering from weakness and pain, they just don't hold back. But depending on how you handle it, it can create possibilities for you. In other words, whether you make use of these connections or not, let them go to waste is all up to you. Plus,
In other words, you can't just run and hide in this world. It doesn't let you off the hook that easily. Well then, it's about time I head back. If your friends show up, they'll only start yapping about some annoying drivel again.
Adachi-san, you're going back, right?
What's that supposed to mean? Did you think I'd run away like in some Hollywood drama?
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
No, that's not what I meant.
I just want to do my time quietly. I really don't want to get wrapped up in something like this ever again.
I spit that at him as I stick my head into the TVs and stuck up here. As I'm about to shove myself the rest way in, I hear a
Please
voice.
wait!
The desperation in Yukun's voice startles me with my heart skips a beat. Ooh, I can't help but pull myself back out. Being caught off guard like this surprises me, but heck, I'm going to let him know that. So I decide to play things off normally as I can.
Don't yell like that! You startled me! So, you still have business with me?
Dojima-san said, I'll go see you once things have been settled.
Oh, give me a
Oh.
break! If Dojima-san shows up, I'll get yelled at even in lockup!
Uh-oh. He's gonna get yelled at by Dojima. I can already see it in my mind. I make a face saying that Yukun laughs, that punk.
Maybe so. Adachi-san, good luck.
He calls me back just to see that. Good luck. My luck is none of your business. Seriously, he's all the same annoying brat I knew from before.
Dumbass.
Oh. Oh. I load all that venom I can muster into throwing that word. Yukun's way. I don't know what face he'll make when he hears it. I've already stuck my head back into the TV, saying my farewells to this world for good. I'm going back to following my own path. This time, I'm going to make sure I won't be seeing them again. I slowly close my eyes. I'm exhausted to my limits, but it's an oddly pleasant feeling. Nope. It just seems there. The last one. Epilogue. Oh, it's epilogue time.
The prosecution's been settled.
Oh, it's been a few months since that P1 Climax Bowl. The prosecution case filed resulted in the middle of summer, and I was transferred to the detention center. Home sweet home, yes. Home sweet home. Going to the court means there's the possibility that I'll get to the maximum penalty under the law, but instead of worrying about that, I'm more relieved that all those troublesome days are finally over.
Man, my road until now seemed long and short at the same time.
Last year I lost my own game, having to pull up with that cruddy world. One day I was suddenly given a special power. That is when my game started. That lousy human relationship, a boring life, a boring job, was part of the corrupt society, and if I destroyed all of it, I could remake the world the way I wanted. And I'll admit it, I enjoyed the game, as if I was trying to fill my own empty heart. Even the pressure of the unknown creeping up on me gave me the ultimate thrill. But eventually, I lost that brat to the brats from the investigation team and was arrested as the serial killer who has been terrorizing Inaba. Game over. After that was over, the only thing I had left were my experiences and my rules. All games have rules, of course, and once I was caught, I decided that I would follow the rules of this reality to atone for my sins and confessed everything to the police. And yet, I found some mysterious corpse who died of unknown causes was found hanging somewhere to declare the case open again and start speculating that the true killer was still on the loose. If that happened, it would mess up the rules I set for myself. I'm not going to stand for that, that's all. Because of that commotion, and by now, I was mysteriously gravely injured while in custody. It means that my incarceration is going to be even longer while they figure out what happened. I was starting to get tired of all these gosh dang psych evaluations as well. I keep telling them that I'm going to follow the rules of this world, so they shouldn't take things a little easier on me, right? Seriously, the people in charge of this are so hard-headed. That is a pain in the butt.
Then again, it doesn't change the fact that I'm bored.
No.
I wonder if the way things were before would have been less dull.
You bored? I turned myself into the moldy, smelly Tatsumi man in my cell and yawn loudly. Just as I'm drifting off in the escape of sleep, I hear footsteps approaching me from the hall.
Hey, you have a visitor.
We have visitor.
What? Must be Dojima-san.
Oh no, Dojima. I rolled my eyes and groaned inwardly. Just as Yukun said, the instant my indictment was complete, I got a letter from Dojima-san saying that he'd be coming to see me. What timing? Dojima-san was waiting for me to move to the Machine Detention Center, and I feel like he caught me.
Why would he want to see me after all this? He really is nosy.
This is awkward. I thought I got off my any times with me and Dojima-san the moment I was arrested.
Well, you gonna see him or not?
This is why I hate him.
I stand up without a word to the guard. Refusing wouldn't do any good. I, of all people, know how persistent he can be. I squint in the harsh light outside the door where Dojima-san was waiting for me.
Hey. Have you fattened up a bit since the last time I saw you?
Oh, Dojima. Oh, you're calling him fat.
Well, life in lockup is much easier than your grueling training.
Did I really just hear you say that?
Yeah. Oh, look at the picture. Oh, it's so bittersweet. Oh. Dojima laughs at my taunt. I can't stop myself from smiling either. I look down quietly so that he doesn't notice. I threw out my connections away, but it came back. I cut it, but I won't stay cut. The bonds between people really are troublesome. And yet, somewhere inside me, I can't help but feel a little bit relieved at the way things turned out. Guess having a bond like this isn't so bad. I think that to myself, but I accidentally remember it out loud too. But the sound slips away, lost among the cell of cicadas outside my window. Dojima looks happy but kinda sad. Adachi looks sad, but someone looks happy too. Exactly, yeah. That's why it's bittersweet. Oh. That was nice. There we go. The credits. Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. Alright, so now all the way left is the P3. And that's all that's left. Is there more besides P3? I don't know. I don't think so. But the storyline, is really good so far. Really good story. Do you think that Adachi is gonna be a good person? In his own way, probably, but he'll still be kind of how he is always. He might be good, but just in his own ways. You see, he's going by his rules again, so he probably will be somewhat good. He'd be like chaotic good, probably. Yeah, he probably would be chaotic good. At the very least, chaotic neutral. But it's a good game, good game. Good story. I wonder if he's still serving prison time in the defense of P5. In the timeline of P5, I wonder if Adachi's still in prison. He probably still will be in prison. But he did technically murder people, so he'd probably still be in prison. Good credit. Long credits, but good. Hmm. Let's see. The next chapter is gonna be the P3 cast. Oh, we'll see what happens. We're probably gonna see what happened to Mitsuru's group and like how they got caught. Probably. That'd be pretty interesting to see. How did they get caught? That'd be pretty interesting to see. Let's see, what can we talk about right now while the credits roll? I don't know. I don't have any interesting plans coming up. Oh, I am going to be doing another collab with ladypixelheart on Wednesday. We're going to be playing some demo game. Let me see, what is it called? I forgot what it was called. Let's see what it is called. Oh, it's a Bang Bang Barrage. That's the demo that we're going to be playing. I'm going to collab with her and playing a Big Bang Barrage. I have no clue what the game is about. They're like little blobs shooting at Cthulhu, which is interesting. I have no clue what it is about, but it's interesting. Oh, okay. You look it up, and there is no true answer to Adachi's prison time. There's a Reddit post discussing about it, and some people think that manslaughter in prison should be around 10 to 15 years, so maybe less if no parole. But there's no chance on death sentence or life. Oh. Well, hopefully he got parole. Hopefully. As long as he's being a nice person in prison, I think he should be able to leave prison. Hopefully.
This program was brought to you by the following sponsors.
The sponsors. Eee. Here we go, we did it. Adachi's episode has been complete. Now time for P3. Yes, it's crazy that he said it.
The death of everything.
What?
But also
What?
the beginning.
What? What? Why is he here?
People have filled the world, yet turned it into a void.
Why is he here?
The only hope of salvation
I'm so confused.
lies in ruin.
Oh. I know, it's crazy. Why is he here?
Did you work in a zoo? Because that's one huge pile of shit you're pushing around.
Oh. Oh my.
So, how'd that turn out for you, Dad? It doesn't matter now that you're dead as a doornail, does it?
Well, he's dead as a doornail, technically.
You wanted the world destroyed, huh? Isn't that right, you worthless pest? Fine.
Yeah, the family member that is Papa. Oh.
This shitty world with its shitty people and shitty lives will disappear, and I'll be the only thing left. After all, if the Father's fallen into darkness, then the Son must rise. Just kidding.
What nonsense.
What?
Sorry, just fixing something.
These constructs can only remain active within my red fog. Even then, they can only do so for a limited amount of time. If you have time to waste with worthless sentiment, hurry up and complete your preparations.
Ha! You've got no sense of humor. Keep up your whining and I'll have to kill you too.
Such impudence. Take them. They are your pawns.
Anyways,
They're pretty well made. Fine, I've got the power I borrowed from you too. So now there's no way I could lose. Well then, time to make like a tree and turn over a new leaf or whatever.
he's talking like the god. Yeah, he's talking like the god. Oh, maybe he's the god. Oh, that could be.
Huh. A puppet version of a puppet.
Puppet
I'll make
version of a
sure you
puppet.
get the job done this time.
Oh, interesting.
Now let's begin. For the sake of his world.
New cutscene. It's a new cutscene. It's a puppet. Oh, it was all the puppets. All the puppets over there. May 5th, afternoon. I'm in the Shadow Operatives lab.
I've finished going through Labrys's personality module and control links.
Fuga-san's voice echoes through the machinery-lined room while she works as the operator. It seems that it'll be a little bit more time until she's able to finish with her work.
I knew we could count on you.
I'm sorry that I asked you for such a big favor.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly stand by after something so important happened. But, is it really all right for me to be doing this? Aren't you all part of some kind of police organization now?
There's no need to be concerned.
Yeah,
Even
fine.
now that we've become the Shadow Operatives, this lab belongs solely to the Kirijo group.
True, she does make a good point. The Shadow Operatives, a special unit under the direct supervision of the National Police Agency, organized to deal with supernatural cases that normal police would be unable to respond to. In other words, cases dealing with shadows. Well, this is one of the laboratories under the management of the Shadow Operatives. The purpose of this place is mainly to analyze evidence gathered in the shadow-related cases, analyze of shadow matter for scientific understanding, and planning operations. Another objective is the maintenance and inspection of their service for anti-shadow weapons, as myself, since I am a member of the Shadow Operatives, and am certified as a weapon due to my mechanical nature. I periodically undergo maintenance at this facility. Directly after the integration of the Shadow Operatives, Mizuno-san had a state-of-the-art packing case prepared to transport me. However, the one slumbering within the case is my sister, who is also our new teammate, Last Breaths, the 5th-generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. Also,
I finished investigating Labrys's mobility systems.
Yes.
All I have to do now is reboot her OS and perform some final checks.
Thank you. How is she?
She'd sustained some heavy structural damage, so I was worried, but thankfully none were critical.
Since my sister has been forced to push herself far beyond her limits during the events of the other day, her entire body has taken serious damage. I'm glad that she's okay. Fugo-san's words caused me to wish sigh with relief.
I see. And what did you recover from her memory?
I'm sorry. I searched through it, but I found no records that would lead to finding the one behind what happened. If we want to pursue him any further, we'll have to wait for a report from intelligence. But it seems that will still take some time.
It seems like we're going to be playing as Aegis so far.
I see.
I see Mitsudo-san tighten her fist with a quiet endurance. The culprit is someone incapable of manipulating the data in my sister's memory. The possibilities that they would make the mistake of leaving a trace leading to themselves is extremely low. Even when one knows the outcome, people often feel ignited when the last of the hope is crushed. It's understandable. Our abilities to find out who kidnapped my sister has become completely smited.
Then we have no clues to go on.
Don't be so hasty. We might get new leads from intelligence, right?
Maybe.
Ever since that attempted airplane hijacking, We've learned that the Public Safety Division has been making some disquieting moves. If we don't make a move soon, there's no telling what they'll do to take advantage of the situation. We have to find a lead before they do anything.
So Akihiko has known Mitsuru for some time now. Mitsuru-san's expression remains stiff as he tries to console her. But that's only natural. The Shadow Operatives are still a docile position with regards to whoever we stand with in the nation police organization. As a seemingly unsuspicious group founded by outsiders and dealing with crimes outside the capabilities of the normal police force, we often are met with cold stares from people who should be our fellow investigators when we are dispatched on cases. The logic of such actions eludes me, but I cannot pretend that they do not exist.
I understand how you feel, Mitsuru-san, but we must solve one problem at a time. That is why we have gathered here today.
You're right. I'm sorry. Please work with me here in reviewing what information we already know.
Mitsuru-san employs us for assistance. Our gathering here at the lab today isn't just to hear about the results of Fuku-san's test on my sister. We come to share the review information we have to inspect the clues as closely as possible to get the culprit as quickly as possible.
The person behind this case first stole Labris, the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, while she was in transport.
Yes. The hijacking of the airplane you were on was a diversion used to conceal the theft of my sister, after which she was transported to Inaba.
Correct. The hijackers were subdued and captured, but we have reason to believe that their minds were under some kind of control.
Those who hijacked the airplane and transported the case had no memory of taking part of the crime. They did not recognize one another. They had nothing in common. They were all ordinary citizens with no prior criminal records. They did, however, all claim to have their testimonies that they saw red eyes. Their interrogations are still going. It seems that they wouldn't be long before they are released. With all these police taken into consideration, it becomes apparent that there is no ordinary crime.
The culprit waited until he arrived in Inaba to turn Labris on and fiddle with her memory. And then he threw her into the TV world, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Where one's heart and memories manifest themselves. As a machine, Labris was able to control these memories in great detail. In other words, the enemy used her in order to set a trap for us.
When we entered the television world in pursuit, we defeated her shadow and made indirect contact with the culprit.
That person revealed that his goal was to steal our personas by making us fight each other, which would weaken our hearts and turn our personas to shadows. Once he'd accomplished that, he would combine them all so we could have even more powerful shadows.
Everyone falls silent. The mysterious person motive was to gather and unify shadows. This is all too similar to something that those of us gathered here will never forget.
Shuji Ikutsuki.
Shuji. Oh.
The culprit's speech pattern is consistent with Ikutsuki-san's mannerisms. His inability to use a persona matches him as well.
Oh.
But that's not possible!
That's right. We've confirmed Ikutsuki's death.
Or maybe there's someone out there besides Ikutsuki who still thinks the same way he did.
Does he think he's alive after that fall? It could be, maybe. But I don't think so, but it's a possibility. I highly doubt it. Wait, anything's possible.
Then the world we strive for is still far away.
Mitsuru-san sounds as if she's in agony. Tsuji Itsuki, 3 years ago, he became fascinated with the fall, and tried to bring the end of the world using shadows. To Mitsuru-san, he is also the viceroy that robbed her of her precious father.
Yamagishi, when Labris awakens,
The
can you
story's pretty
give her a
tall for
summary
her
of the
face,
case from 3 years ago?
Yeah, you're probably right. It was pretty tall. It was over 100, so he probably did not survive.
I'd like her to know what went on while she was sealed.
But then again, there's a possibility that somehow someone caught him before he fell. Because we never found his body. Did they ever find his body? Yeah, I don't think they ever... I think that's what they're talking about. They never found the body. There's a possibility that maybe someone caught him. They probably saved him, maybe? But I don't know.
I understand.
Can't you just stick that data into her memory?
If we did that, it would just become a piece of data to her.
Yeah.
She needs to be told about it in order for her mind to understand what happened.
She's human through and through, huh?
But by his wife, we never ever found out. I don't think we ever found out about his wife. I don't think so. Yeah, I think we never found anything about him, about her. So you might be right. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe she somehow saved him, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they ever mentioned it. Well, I don't know. Anything's possible. Who knows?
Also, I noticed something when I was checking her memories. The makeup of Labrys's memory field is slightly different from Igus's.
Ooh.
Besides the memory area that she normally accesses, there seems to be a subnetwork of some sort.
She has 2 memory networks?
I think it was probably used to incorporate the feedback from her sibling units, but I still don't know for sure. That's why I believe it's safer to tell her in person.
All right, I'll let you tell her however you see fit. Regarding Yakutski, I'm pressuring staff to hurry and review the information, including the newly discovered quarantined server at Ergo Research. We never knew about the server in question before now, because it had been cut off from the group's network.
Ooh, a hidden server.
It most likely has information that normally would have never left Ergo Research, such as data on top-secret experiments.
Ichigo-san could possibly be involved in this case. Ichigo-san's worried, and your iteration might be because he senses that the possibility. We can all understand the pain she must be in.
By the way, what was the logic behind that whole midnight channel thing?
It's still unknown, but we'll have to send people to Inaba again. We're going to hold a meeting at headquarters tomorrow to discuss countermeasures.
Ooh. Alarm! It's alarm! 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 Then the alarm that notifies us about abnormalities goes off, and it reverberates throughout the lab. Ichigo-san quickly uses a nearby control panel to contact the staff within the facility.
What's going on?
The surveillance system detected a rise in shadow readings. It's currently stabilizing around a level 3 alert, located in that town of Inaba.
It's quite the maid.
What?
Looks like he's shown up already. That saves us the trouble of having to puzzle this out.
Yu-san and his friends are in danger. Mitsuru-san, please give the order to dispatch us.
All right, we'll leave at once. Yamagishi, leave Labrys to Kikuno and accompany us.
I understand. Well then, I leave the rest to you, Kikuno-san.
Understood.
Kikuno.
Lady Mitsuru, everyone, please be careful.
One of Mitsuru-san's personal domestic assistants, or should I say maids, Kikuno answers. Kikuno-san and Mitsuru-san have a stronger bond than any of the ordinary servant and masters. She is another one of the shadow operatives. Her words catch my attention for some reason. Please be careful. A very trivial expression of concern for our safety. Brushing that off, a common courtesy, would be simple, but I feel that she may be sensing something unusual regarding the situation that awaits us there. What could be causing this unease? Does Mitsuru-san know? Maybe.
Oh, hold on, Igus.
I'm trying to decide on this, whether or not to look deeper into the Mitsuru's state of mind. Fuka gets up from her operator seat and beckons me over.
What is it?
If we can put Labrys aside for a moment, are you going to be all right without having any maintenance done on you, Igus?
What do you mean?
I read the documents on your new equipment. At first I assumed it was referring to that large gun, but it's actually...
Wait, Igus has new equipment? Oh, I wonder what's the new equipment?
Ah, that.
What is
True. There have been no tests confirming that it is capable of being used in an actual combat situation.
Tell me, what new equipment do you have?
But we face a powerful foe this time.
Is it even possible? If even one thing were to go wrong...
Fugo-san's face clouds as she looks at me. I can be confident that I'll be alright, and I'm able to tell her a pleasant lie to calm her down, and in case I'm only pray that the situation that requires me to use my new equipment never arises. Both of us are tense as we prepare to depart. What new equipment does she have?
Milady, a change of clothes has been laid out in your car.
Milady.
I see. Thank you.
I've also prepared Akihiko-san's favorite protein drink, and Fuka-san has been preparing a playlist suitable for a road trip in her room.
Oh, Fuka in her playlist.
Huh?
That will be all, Kikuno.
Why is she surprised? She's like, oh no, that's supposed to be secret? Was that why she was surprised?
Very well. Pardon me.
Maybe. I suspect from Kikuno-san, she's amazing, considered as a personal assistant should be, but as she can be too thoughtful at times, we learned this for ourselves when it came to accept us as people who are precious to Mitsuru-san. She's cute. Yeah, she's cute. She's a cute maid.
Let's start this over, shall we? Shadow operatives, let's mobilize.
Mobilize. Thanks to Kikuno, the tension in the air subsides a bit, but we cannot allow our attention to wander in it just now. Upon completing our preparations for departure, we immediately make our ways to Inaba. But she's a nice maid.
Why are we taking this car again, Mitsuru?
Akihiko-san scrambles off from the back seat of the Shadow Operative's personal limousine. I'm not sure how to put this, but I find it his usual feelings are justified.
Don't question it, Akihiko. There was no time to prepare a vehicle with the same equipment. Speaking of appearances, are you gonna wear that again?
Sure. There's a chance that we'll have to fight after all. These clothes give me the flexibility I need.
Impressive, Akihiko-san. You never change.
Never change.
Still, to think that the culprit would make a move so soon. We've completely lost the initiative.
Indeed. We need to begin taking measures right now. I only hope no danger comes to Narukami and his friends.
Hopefully not. Mitsuru-san seems deeply agitated during the car ride. He seems distracted. At the time, she would flip through the thick file in her lap, only to suddenly give an order to a subordinate, and the other time she would stare intensely at her watch, as if lost in thought. Her usual regal composure is gone.
Mitsuru-san, why don't we just ask them to cooperate with
clothes,
us?
he's literally shirtless. Yeah, he gets shirtless. But he has a cloak. Don't forget, he just has the cloak. That's his clothes. That's pretty much his clothes, just a cloak.
I agree.
It's crazy.
They seem pretty strong.
So crazy.
No, they're still young. If I asked for their assistance, it would waste time better spent in school. Worse yet, it would put them in danger.
Danger?
I don't want anyone else to have to go through that anymore.
I understand how you feel, but they don't seem like the kind who'd listen. We were the same way back then.
Mitsuru-san falls silent. It's likely not a mistake to think that the sudden spike in shadow activity this time is related to the events of a few days ago. It's become apparent to everyone that another dangerous battle is about to begin.
We have new information. Kikuno sent me a message. I tasked Kikuno with reviewing Ergo Research's quarantined server. But it seems new evidence has come to light regarding Ikutsuki, who we discussed in our earlier conversation.
So, is he alive?
According to the report, it seems Ikutsuki was performing an experiment on his own in the lab directly after the explosion.
Oh, really? Directly after?
It's unknown if this is related to our current mission, but there was a record of a plume of dusk being used in the experiment.
A plume of dusk?
A plume of dusk, an object that blurs the lines between matter and information, and is fitted into anti-shadow weapons like myself. It forms the core of our personality modules, and is what allows us to control personas even though we are machines.
So, what are the details of this experiment? Nothing good, I bet.
Probably not.
Ikutsuki was...
What's happening? The limousine suddenly roars, drowning out further conversation. It seems that road as we're taking begins to climb a steep hillside. As the car takes a winding up a slope, I can look down through the window and see lush trees along the mountainside. For a moment, I thought I sensed a shadow reading. Could have just been my imagination.
Yamagishi, tell me our current location.
One moment. I'm looking it up now. We're currently in Inaba Pass. We're almost at the target coordinates.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
What is this?
more cutscene. Uh-oh, the P1 climax.
Was that?
What's wrong?
Uh-oh, car's going in trouble.
Ambush?
What's happening? Driver, what's going on? Answer me!
Is he possessed? Shadow, he's possessed.
It's just like during the hijacking.
Uh-oh. They hijacked the driver.
On it.
Oh,
A
barrier.
Are we trapped?
Oh. That's crazy. To be continued. Ooh.
Join our Discord server, Magical Friends.
Yep.
Use the
They'll be-
password the Moon Cat Tander.
They will be
Let's
missed.
create more enchanting adventures together.
Ooh. Dang, this is huge. It's a huge story. Do you want to do Ken first? Okay, we could do Ken. The honor student. Ooh. He's an honor student? Nice. Oh, he has a fan club. Ken has a fan club. Wow, he has a fan club.
Man, you were amazing.
Thanks for cheering for me.
You're a real hit with the ladies.
He's very handsome.
I'm gonna get going for today.
Okay,
Yeah.
better be this good next time, too.
Leave it to me.
I don't know. He's still a little cute for me. I can get, yeah. I still remember when he was young.
I'm home, Koromaru.
Oh, Koro. Koro. That's a handsome boy right there. There's some time until dinner, so I decided to leave the dorm room again with Koromaru. The Gakugan dormitory is where we live. It was briefly closed after Mitsuru and the others graduated. All the equipment from a few years ago was removed, and of course, but the increase of students at Gakugan High, they decided to reopen the dorm. I applied for the room as soon as I heard. The reason I had was because of Koromaru. He had been in Aige-san's care, but the dorm he'd been allowed to live with me. Also, to be honest, I felt that living here lets me stay close to my companions who are fighting even now. Back then, everyone took their turns walking Koromaru. Now it's my job to pass through a nearby Nasugai shrine in Koromaru's usual route. Girl, isn't he, girl? Koromaru, quite old for a dog. Oh no, he's an old doggy. Oh, he's old doggy. But he still trots along his usual pace, along the usual path. It makes me think just for a moment that all of the fighting back was just a dream. Only when watching Koromaru walk like that, then I forget everything and I felt a little at ease. No, but Koro is an old doggy now. He's so old. We pass through the gateway at the entrance, step into the shrine grounds. Since it's nearly sundown, there's nobody but us in the serene atmosphere. I sit down on the bench and sigh to myself. Koromaru notices though and immediately rushes over to nuzzle my leg.
It's nothing, Koromaru.
Even while I'm saying it, I'm sure Koromaru sees through my words. I can understand him the same way Aige-san can, but I can tell what Koromaru is thinking. I pet Koromaru as he looks up with me with a worried whine. I put my hand into my pocket and pull out. Oh, a button? The Shadowdove Operative Badge. Oh, it's a badge that Mitsuru-san had given me. Koromaru wears the same badge on his collar.
Even if she gave me this, I know it's just for show. I bet everyone else is working hard right now.
This morning, I got a call from Sanada-san for the first time in a long while. It seems he's just come back to Japan from a year-long training journey. wandering the world. I knew he was the kind of person who put himself through anything in order to get stronger, but this is the sort of thing that you only hear about in stories. Sanada-san told me that he had gone to see Mitsuru-san directly after he returned to the country, but he had been immediately dispatched to an emergency. He currently is busy with that, so he just said that he would tell me more about the trip some other time. I know that being a shadow operative must be tough, but he seems so excited when talking about them. So it's like I get the pent-up feelings inside. His voice is more mature.
I'm a member too, you know.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is more mature. Yeah. Much more deeper. A member, yes, but only a part of the secondary unit that only gets called out in extreme situations. Being part of the special suppression unit has a cool ring to it. I like that. I like it. But the official shadow operatives are given a unique number. For example, Aya-san is member number 5. We don't have that. We're just auxiliary members. I haven't been called into action yet, and I doubt I ever will be until after I graduate high school. After all, I did promise Mitsuru-san that I would try to live out my childhood as much as I could.
I'm just for show too.
In following the promise to try to as much as I could, I've been acting like a child on the surface. An average middle school student, studying, helping out with club activities, even taking part in student council. But I haven't officially joined any clubs, and the reason why is because I asked Mitsuru-san to call me for help if he ever needed me. I know that no organization under the place would be able to command under an underage person, let alone someone in middle school. I'm only a shadow operative for show, and only a child for show. If this continues, I won't know when I'll ever be able to go back to who I really am.
Making my life my own is actually pretty hard. Sometimes I lose sight of what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think back to the world left by the person who saved my life. I thought I could come to understand them at one point, but as the time passes, other emotions begin to rear their heads.
It's completely dark now. We should head back home, Koromaru.
Oh, poor Carl. I wonder if I'll be able to... I wonder if I will be left behind like this. Would things actually be better if I forgot about everything? But could I live with myself if I had the power to fight, but I did nothing with it? I've been thinking a lot about that. I stand from the bench and look across the dark, quiet temple grounds. I won't reach an answer just by thinking about it. I know that, but at the moment... Oh, Koromaru suddenly barks at me. It's been a while since I heard him bark like this. He's getting more and more mellow these days. What is that sound? Is a rhythmic noise approaching from above? The wind becomes stronger, and the trees around the temple begin to rustle.
That's
the helicopter. I look up in the sky and the bright lights turn on, high above. As my eyes adjust to see the briefest head in black helicopter and the otherwise pitch black sky, it looks like something out of the movie. Is it military? No, that can't be right. Is it? To answer my doubts, a searchlight streams down, pinning the shadows on the ground. Something happened. That's my first thought. I don't know why, but for some reason I sense elation raise up through my body.
Let's go, Koromaru.
I grip my shadow operative bat tightly, then thrust it back onto my pocket, and take a deep breath and run towards the helicopter. To be continued. Dang.
Here we go! Feather change!
Feather change! Oh, she's superhero. Phoenix Rangers! Oh.
So, you come to fight me, Featherman!
We're watching anime.
Merlion, the evil forces of
Technically,
Fallen, stop
it's
here!
live action, technically.
Minion Lings, get them!
Oh. I turned to poop.
Prepare for justice!
Don't be so sure.
Oh no. Oh no, her identity has been
I've had enough
revealed.
of this. Ultimate arrow!
Well, I think there's already pre-battle for him anyway. Ooh.
It's over!
Arrow attack. Yeah.
And cut.
Perfect.
That was amazing.
Thank you very much.
Dang, the special effects for this production is crazy.
That looked really great.
Dang. It's crazy. The special effects that they have is crazy.
Let's take a 10-minute break.
When the director calls this out, the tension in the air dies away. I make my way to the simple tent used as a break room and take a sip of my drink. Imagine that's not special effects and that's just their personal ability. Oh, that'd be crazy. Hopefully the Merline's okay. Because I know he's supposed to be an actor, not the real villain. Hopefully Merline's okay.
I'm tired.
You're on a roll, Featherpink.
Huh? Do you think so?
The directors had nothing but good things to say, too. Looks like this will have a positive effect on your main job.
Ooh.
Speaking of your next shoot.
You see, you know that PDCast now can use personas in real life. Oh, you're right, they can. So maybe, maybe she is using little special effects of her own, in her own powers. Well, she's at least dialing it back so no one actually gets hurt. My main job is supposed to be studying in college. I wipe the sweat from my brow as my manager excitedly tells me about the schedule for my next gig. I've always wanted to interact in fashion, so I started taking modeling jobs as a way to earn some pocket money. It's pretty tough since I had to do things like pose in the middle of winter in just a t-shirt, but thankfully I've been able to get a steady flow of commissions now. Trying to manage both classwork and my job as a model was already hard enough when my manager applied for an audience for a live-action show without my consent, claiming that I should broaden my work horizon. When I practiced archery in high school, it really got their attention. It made sense to me when I learned that Featherpink's weapon would be a bow and arrow, though. As a result, I ended up as a protector of Earth in a kid's superhero show starting this year. While my acting work makes use of different expressions in my modeling career, makes me dress up in different clothing, this kind of makes me feel like I'm changing the who I am too. But instantly busy, but it's fulfilling and fun, and yet...
What's wrong? Something troubling you?
Oh, not really.
I checked my cell phone, but Mitsuru Senpai still hasn't sent me a response. I've had tomorrow off, so I emailed her earlier asking if she'd like to spend some time with me and go shopping. She's been contacting me less and less often recently, and when she does, it's because of shadows. I am one of the shadow operatives in a group established by Mitsuru Senpai. I understand that she wants us all to be able to have a normal life, and she said that she wouldn't hesitate to ask for help if she ever needed it, but it still seems to me that she was taking everything on herself. That attitude didn't satisfy me, so I forced her to add me to her team. However, unlike Aegis and the others official members, I'm part of a special unit that only gathers in emergencies, trusted with immediate shoving the shadows by force. What she did call it the auxiliary staff, something like that anyway. Oh, thank you for the raid, thank you.
Welcome,
thank you, Brian.
Brian, and your party of 5. Thank you so much for the raid. We're excited to have you join our magical journey.
So how are you?
Welcome, welcome.
How was your stream?
Thank you,
lots of fun.
for the raid.
Thank you for the
Your
raid.
support lights up our stream with magical energy. Welcome to our magical realm.
If anyone doesn't know who I am, I am
just
Moonmist.
rated
I am
Arena
Phantom
Ultimax.
Princess of the Moon.
Welcome.
I'm a magical girl. I stream every day.
Welcome, readers
at,
from Village Brian.
every day
Thank you for joining our magical
Friday
stream. Let's create
Tuesday
unforgettable
at
moments
11:30
together.
PST, and Wednesday,
Check out
Thursday
Village
at
Brian,
11.
an awesome streamer and wonderful
10 o'clock
supporter.
PST. Yes.
Share the love and enjoy their
Evening, how are you?
adventures. They were last playing
Hopefully
Backpack Hero.
Oh, Backpack Hero.
Welcome, Evil
was that
Day
game about?
Brian. Thrilled to have you here with us.
Was it a good game? Do you
Let's
recommend
enjoy the stream and have a magical time
That's
together.
interesting. Maple. You shouted out the wrong person. Well, you're gonna get a different shout out, so it's fine. Just delete that one. Good evening. How are you? Yeah, how was stream? Was it fun? Yeah, don't worry about it. You got the proper shout out before. Wait, how's Backpack Hero? Was it fun? Do you recommend? Sounds interesting. But if anyone needs a raid and run, go to sleep, take some food, anything else, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for the raid, thank you, I appreciate it. Hopefully Backpack Hero was fun. Did you win? Did you get your backpack full? It's an interesting roguelike. Oh, it's a roguelike game, you see. Interesting. That does sound very interesting. I will look into it. Maybe I'll buy it and play it. Wait, is it free to play? Or does it cost money? I'm sure it costs money. But I'll definitely look into it. Sounds very interesting, that's for sure. It's a roguelike. It's pretty interesting. I don't really usually play roguelike games. I love me a rogue game, even the bullet heck ones, all of the bullet ones. Those ones are crazy. There's so much stuff goes around at the same time. Yeah. Where were we? Oh yeah, there's no need to worry about what likes of Akigo sometime I get sun around, but...
Is it really that hard to just send back a reply? It's Golden Week, for God's sake.
But that sounds amazing. But yeah, hopefully you had a good game, or a good time playing it. You say it's interesting, so I'm gonna assume that you had fun.
What's this? Don't tell me you've got some boyfriend trouble.
Oh, boyfriend trouble.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
Ooh, helicopter. Can't go add to my wish list. Oh, you play as a little mousey or some animals? Ooh, interesting. I am looking up the game. We normally talk when we see each other, so we haven't ever doubted my friendship with her. No, and when things remain unsettled, it's unsatisfying. Maybe I have to go get on her case about taking everything on all by herself again. Oh, there's something loud going on outside.
What? What's this helicopter doing here? Is there a helicopter in this shooting script?
Huh?
Oh. It looks very interesting, that's for sure. I'll definitely check it out if it goes on sale one of these days. As the sound gets closer, the tent walls and roof begins to undulate with immense wind. When I rush outside, I can see a crew are looking up and causing commotion. When I look up, there's a black helicopter descending towards the ground. Dangling rope ladder. The lady on the pilot seat sees me and gestures towards the ladder. Oh, that moment, it all became clear. I only know one person who would do this.
I'm glad she came, but she's making too big of a scene.
Hey, it's quite a thing. I'm completely astounded by the utter absurdity of the situation, but before I knew it, I'm already running towards the ladder. Oh, to be continued. But it's interesting. Oh, we're playing as Lapras. Oh, Junpei! Okay, so we can either play as Junpei or Lapras. Oh, you can't really see what Junpei's up to. Yeah, let's do Junpei. You wanna do Lapras? Maybe... Junpei or Lapras? You want maybe Lapras? You want to do Lapras then? Oh, okay, we'll do Lapras. Our dreams! You know, because
Where
the chapter.
am I?
True. The blue skies, azure ocean spread out before my eyes. A gentle breeze brushes my cheek as I stand on a blindly glistening beach. The sun is shining from high above. The sound of waves is
What am I
calming.
doing here?
Wasn't I going through maintenance at Mitsuru-san's place?
I retraced my memories with a hint of bewilderment. Because I had been severely damaged in the recent battles, I was to undergo full repairs at the laboratory in the Shadow Operator's facility. I was placed in a protective case and focused on explaining what was going to happen while I was nearby.
Oh, this must be a dream then.
She's dreaming. I vaguely remember the sensation. It's similar to something I've experienced a number of times before. Fuko-san said that she would shut down my consciousness during the maintenance, that I shouldn't be able to dream. Is this a random phenomenon occurring during my reboot process?
I'm dressed like this again.
I'm wearing the uniform from Yosogami High. My arms are human arms. What's in that one's heart can be reflected in dreams, this must be my desire. Still, I know it's nothing but an illusion. I understand and I won't deny it any longer. This isn't really an appearance that I once recall, so soon after what happened yesterday. But it seems that me, deep within my heart, wouldn't let me be that way. Still, as I gaze into the scenery, I eventually stop crying. I take a step towards the pier that juts out of the beach, and then turn my attention to my internal GPS.
Guess there's no use doing something like that in a dream.
I don't need my GPS to know where this place is. It is where I hid a certain wish in my heart some time ago.
It's so beautiful. If this really is a dream, maybe I can keep going.
Maybe. Just while I was thinking that, a pier under my feet crumbles and disappears without sound. Just like that, azure water swallowed me. Oh no, is it turning into a nightmare? The sunlight becomes dim, but I feel no anxiety. A mysterious sensation envelops me, as if everything near me and connected with everyone. Eventually, when the feeling of floating becomes stronger, I lose all sense up and down. The sea changes into a field of countless lights in the darkness. Aww. Oh.
Now, where could this
She's
be?
in space.
It seems I have an odd guest.
It is me.
You're that misrepresent. No. Press stand? Ah, yes, Miss President.
Here you go.
We met the other day.
I turn towards the voice and see a familiar woman in a blue dress. Elizabeth. She gave me a word of caution during yesterday's battle, when I had been turning my eyes away from my true self. This is an unexpected reunion with a person who appeared before me like a storm and left with the same amount of force.
Oh, hi. Thanks a bunch for back then. I didn't get to thank you properly at the time.
You faced yourself and overcame the ordeal through your strength alone. And the feelings of those at the scene certainly helped as well. Still, my assistance was merely the cake under the ice.
Under the ice?
Under the
I don't
ice?
know what that means, but this place is beautiful.
If I remember correctly,
Where am
this
I?
is a wild card? Yeah, I think so. She did give the full arcana. So probably she is. I do remember her getting the full arcana. So probably.
This is a world within people's hearts. Since you are here, it's most likely that you are at rest in the real world. Now that you have gained a heart of your own and are nurturing it, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to wander here at times.
That all sounds pretty complicated. What are you doing here, Elizabeth?
To put it as Frank would, it is a secret.
Is Frank
If there was something I could say about it, I am yearning for an unseen power.
Ooh.
Huh? You want power too? Even though you're insanely strong already?
Oh, all this talk of power has reminded me of something. It seems you have obtained a new power through that battle earlier. I do not mean to be rude, but my adorable personality cannot restrain my infinite curiosity for such things. Would you show it to me?
Yeah, we gotta fight her. We're gonna have to fight Elizabeth.
Huh? Wait. Hey, hold on now. Are you saying you want to fight me
Yep.
right this minute?
Yeah, that's what she wants.
My, how could I have forgotten? A boisterous brawl in this place would certainly not be elegant.
Yeah, of course not.
I'm not talking about where we are.
Why does Elizabeth want to beef with everyone? I don't know. I don't know why she wants to beef with everyone.
Worry not. I will prepare a worthy stage at once.
Ooh, she's gonna teleport us somewhere.
Wait,
You'll what? Huh?
She flips open a book with a fluid motion. As she does, a blue circle draws itself into the air, and scenery around us changes. Where are we going? Where are we going? And of course, we're at this school. Why this place? Why this place of everything? Why? The tranquil ocean-like area changed into a familiar place. This is the announcement room at the school that I have created. Beyond the glass is this red-stained room hanging the corpse of my sisters I have destroyed with my own hands. I feel a lump in my throat as the memories come back to me. I look down and see my body has returned to its cold, white, metallic one. This is my true form.
Are you a bit shaken? My apologies, but it seems we're being pressed for time.
Yeah, but why did you take her over here in this place? It's kinda rude. Kinda rude. Before I can sort out my emotions, the aura I feel from Elizabeth begins to intensify. He's coming.
Without further ado, here I come. Your fate is in the cards.
Oh, great. Another fighter. That's fantastic. Bum, 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 bum.
Final.
Okay. Wait, she just has beef with everyone for some reason.
Oh no. Huh? So, now! As I anticipated.
I think.
Now,
Negative penalty.
Need a penalty. What?
Oh no.
Your fate is
From this moment. I see.
impressive.
Let go!
Oh no.
Impressive.
Oh,
Impressive. Oh no. You have shown me your potential.
Here we go. Eat it.
well done. I have indeed witnessed the power you have acquired.
Yeah. While I was preoccupied fighting Elizabeth, I remembered something. This is the place where I faced myself and gained something precious and irreplaceable. Yukun, Misuru, and the others imagined their faces caused my mysterious strength to well up from within me.
Have I gotten stronger?
Probably. I think so. It seems like you have. Elizabeth smiles and calmly returns to the conversation we had been having.
Whether you can accomplish your wish and your heartfelt promise is up to you. If you can't do it, no one else will be able to do it for you. But from a different perspective, that means that anything is possible depending on you. Don't you think it could be perceived that way?
Yeah, probably.
If I do it.
That is correct. Though, it would be most important to prioritize overcoming the ordeal that is coming your way.
Huh? What ordeal? Isn't this just a dream?
The ordeal that has made itself known quite close by. I bid you good luck.
Wait, hold on!
Thank you.
What's this ordeal you're talking about? What do you mean?
I don't know. Oh. The announcer begins to fade into white and disappear into the distance. I hear a siren-like sound. As if the sync with the sirens, Elizabeth begins to glow hazy as well.
Wait! You have to tell me more!
Uh-oh. Oh, we're waking up. We're being forced waking up. My own voice is lost with a wavering sound crashes over me. Like waves, I just need to talk to her just a little more. The moment after everything goes white, the laboratory appears in my vision. An air-pacing whale fills the air. This is the real world.
Good. You're finally up and running.
Oh, you're weak.
Seriously, I
We're
am
weak.
terrible with machines.
You're terrible with machines. Come on. I look towards the voice and see an unfamiliar man in a black pinstripe suit. The man is looking frustrated as he fumbles with a case, disconnecting the wires leading from the terminal to my body.
So how about it? Can you move?
Maybe.
Who are you?
Hey, who are you? The cop guy who's a detective now? Oh, true. But yeah, Labrador is pretty strong, yeah.
I'm Kurosawa, a police
She's
detective.
very strong. She'd be Elizabeth with no problem.
Do you know what
Unless
a police
Elizabeth was
detective is?
holding back. Kurosawa, I have no memory of this man, but for some reason, I realize his name. This must be the information I was inserted to my knowledge database. Begin personnel scan, matching the iris voice print identified Detective Kurosawa.
Oh, are you with Mitsuru-san and them?
Something like that.
As far as I can find the database, he seems to be a person who can be trusted. He has a long history of private and public interactions with Mitsuru-san and the other shadow operatives.
I'll make this quick. There's an emergency.
Emergency.
The car that that Mitsuru Kurijo was in has gone missing.
Mitsuru-san? What do you mean?
An emergency. She's missing? Only after hearing this do I pause and re-examine my surroundings. That siren must be a response of going on events, unable to grasp at the situation, and only become more confused.
We'll talk later. We need to get to the roof.
As he speaks, Detective Kurosawa tossed me a small bundle. I open and find a scummy high uniform I've been wearing in my dreams. Does he want me to wear this? Well, you technically are naked, technically. So, yeah, it's probably best to put some clothes on, because technically you're naked. I'm still perplexed. I put him on the uniform Detective Kurosawa gave me and follow him as he runs to the stairway. I see that he has his gun drawn. As we bound to the stairs, I desperately ask him questions boiling in my mind.
Are Mitsuru-san and the others okay? Who took them?
Go quietly. We've got to hurry here. We were being pursued, too.
What? We're being pursued? I'm taken aback for a moment. The shadow operatives may be part of a national police agency, but their existence has been kept hidden from civilization population. This lab's very system could be hidden from the ordinary people, and yet the lab's being attacked?
Enemies? Hey, I could...
Don't. The ones coming after us are human. On top of that, they're from public safety.
Ooh. This only confuses me even more. What's going on here? The public safety, the group that are in the very top of the National Police Agency Security Bureau, they should be on our side. Why would they be coming after us? I bit my lip in fear. I thought they finally met people who understand me, but that I finally had a place where I belong. Yet, no, they've awakened, and I'm being pursued by armed people once more. People who are supposed to be on our side and all that. Painful memories of Yoshirama return to my mind. I shake my head trying to clear it out of those thoughts, but it's not that easy. At that moment, Detective Kurosawa speaks up as if he sees through my emotions.
I know it has to be tough, but bear with it. That's how you live, by fighting.
His words sent me out of my reverie. That's right. The world isn't filled with things like this. There are people who understand me and accept me, and those that are staying right by my side. I had not made my own decision to protect those
people. Thanks, Kurosawa-san. Say, want to take a shortcut to the roof?
Ooh, shortcut. With that, I picked up Kurosawa-san and run ahead. I'm going to do everything I can.
Hey, what are you...
Hey, just come down. We're gonna pick you up. I jumped and ignited the boosters on my back, then kicked off the wall. It's a bit of a rough move, but I've got to determine that it is our best interest to proceed as quickly as possible in this situation.
Here we go!
Here we go!
Whoa!
Whoa! We shot up the staircase, and the next landing, where I kicked the wall again and sent us flying to the staircase in the opposite direction. I repeat this a number of times, rocketing up the extremely long staircase and allowing to reach the door to the rooftop in less than a minute.
You've got some nerve.
It's okay.
Sorry, but...
It's fine. Looks like I can trust you to get things done.
Detective Kurosawa seems pale, but he still stands up, and I see the strength of will in his eyes as he speaks to me.
Well, from here on, this is a battle that only you can fight.
When he opens the door slightly, the chilly air from outside rushes through the gap.
I'm putting their lives in your hands.
Kurosawa opens the door fully, and the wind whips us at us. Ooh, more cutscene. Is that friend or foe? Uh-oh. Yeah, enemies.
Go on. Go now!
Oh, jeez.
Gotcha! Okay! Kikuru-san,
Oh,
let's go!
nice. They're already here.
Looks like we managed to get away.
We got out in time. It's nice to meet you, Labras. I'm Yukari Takiba.
Oh, yes. I'm Kanemata. Wow! So it's true that you're like Aigus-san. Oh, and this is Koromaru.
Kuro.
Huh? A dog?
Doggy.
He's not just a pet. Koromaru might not look like it, but he can fight as well.
Arf, arf. Beginning personal scan, everyone on this helicopter seems to be a member of Shadow Operatives. According to the new data I was given during my repairs, they're all Mitsuru-san's friends in high school. These people are all comrades who have fought alongside Mitsuru-san and each other.
Takeba-san? You're dressed in a kinda interesting way.
Huh? Oh, this? Yeah, I got picked up suddenly from my job and I didn't have any time to change. I bet I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Also, you can just call me Yukari. I hope we get along, Labras.
But to think that organization would come after us now at such an important time. If Kurosawa-san hadn't gotten that tip, we'd be doomed.
Hey, right. What's going on with those guys? Who are they again? Public safety?
Oh, that's right. You don't know.
Ken-kun politely explains the situation to me. Some people in the public safety department don't think well of the Shadow Operatives. When Mitsuru-san and the others went missing, public safety took advantage of this confusion and attempted to take control over the Shadow Operatives' headquarters. They had been trying to remove Mitsuru-san from her position and showed up at the lab in an attempt to confiscate me for evidence. We moved this quickly after she disappeared, though. Public safety must have some way of knowing what's going on within the Shadow Operatives.
They say Mitsuru-san set everything up. She would never.
She would never.
I can't understand it either. All this about honor and adult circumstances is foolish.
Yeah, but there are some people in public safety who don't agree with that. Or else Kurosawa-san wouldn't have gotten that anonymous tip.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if Kurosawa-san's okay.
Koromaru says that he's all right.
Huh? Can you understand dogs too, Yukari-san?
Well, no, but I've known Koromaru for a while, and that just seems like what he's saying. I'm sure Kurosawa-san will be just fine.
Okay. If we say so. Koromaru-san's white fur reminds me of something. Snowy, my friend who I met on the southern island. I can tell from Yukari-san's words that all of the other people here in this helicopter know each other very well.
So where are we going now anyway? We're gonna go look for Mitsuru-san and them, right?
Right. It looks like there was an increased shadow reading someplace called Inaba, and they were headed there. We'll go that way for now.
Inaba.
That's right. This could be a continuation of the events from yesterday. An ordeal, Lizbie's words from my dream echo in my
Don't
mind.
look so gloomy. I'm sure Mitsuru-senpai's fine.
Baby.
She's got Akihiko-senpai, Fuka, and even Aigus with her after all. Oh, right. You're Aigus' sister, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. I was made just before her, though.
You seem so stiff. You don't need to be so polite with us.
I heard that you were an earlier model than Aigus-san, but you don't seem less advanced at all. You seem perfectly normal. Do you fight with that axe you're carrying? Could I touch it?
Why do you need to touch your axe? Come on. The two of them are interacting with me quite normally, even though they know who I am a machine, even though they must know what happened to Inaba and about my past. That acceptance makes me happy. Koromaru-san is gazing intently at me too.
Yukari-san, have you been able to make contact with Yori-san?
A voice from the cockpit interrupts us. Kikuro-san, Mitsuru-san's maid, is in the pilot seat. She seems demure, But if she can pilot a helicopter like this, her skills seem to know no limits. Oh, so very demure. But I've been told that Kinko-san isn't a Persona user. Isn't it dangerous for her to come with us in a situation like this?
I completely forgot. Hold on a sec.
Yukari-san pulls out her cell phone. It seems that they're trying to meet with Junpei Inori, another part-time shadow operative, and also a fellow comrade since high school. While Yukari-san is on the phone, I decide to ask Kinko-san about the doubts I have.
Saikawa-san, you're not a Persona user, are you?
Hey, are you?
Please call me Kikuno. And no, I only have the potential towards the dark hour.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know you had that. Even the maids in the Kirijo family are amazing.
Very amazing.
So that means you can't fight shadows, right? Then ain't it dangerous for you to come along?
If I have the correct information, then the grotesque monsters known as the Shadows, our enemies, can only be defeated by the person who can use personas. And so in other words, since Kiku-san is an ordinary human, she could never defeat a shadow, even if she wanted the most proficient warrior in the world. If she encountered a shadow of her own, Kino-san would face immediate death. And as she smiles warmly as she answers me...
There are more ways to deal with shadows than the direct method.
Really?
We've never met in person, but I was involved in the operation to rescue you last time. We all do whatever we can to the best of our abilities to fulfill the roles we've been given. That is what it means to fight.
Wow, she's a true professional.
Very good professional. To be honest, I don't understand. True Kinko-san is helping us by piloting the helicopter for us. But if that's all it took, then someone could easily program with me the ability to flight of the helicopter. There would be no need for Kinko-san to be exposed to the dangers of having to join this operation.
I see.
I can think of other words to say, and I look away from her. End up meeting Kinko's eyes, and I feel that a little awkward.
It's no use, he's not picking up. This is so important. Why now?
I don't know, he's probably doing something. Yukari puts down her phone and turns to us again. Everyone's attention returns to getting up to speed on the current situation.
Oh well. We'll just have to begin our search on our own.
You know, Kikuno-san, I'm surprised you knew where we were without having to contact us at all.
I traced the GPS signals from your cell phones. We're still partners with the police force, so it's no problem to do that in an emergency.
Of course.
Then again, we've just seen how even that doesn't always help.
You mean about Junpei-san?
It's like he's going out of his way to inconvenience us.
Yukari-san sighs with exasperated expression. As I reflect that Junpei-san appears to be something of an odd person, Kinko-san taps her armrest, as if remembering something.
Oh dear, I almost forgot. Labra-san, please review these documents until we arrive at our destination.
No. We gotta read files. With that, Kinko-san hands me a folder.
Fuka-san asked me to tell you about this, but under the circumstances, would you please look through the material on your own?
As I flip through the documents in the thick file, I notice that certain names appear again and again. Mitsuru, Akihiko, names of everyone here. What is this?
It's a summary of the activities that took place 3 years ago.
Oh.
3 years ago? You must mean...
I see. Whoever's behind what's going on is definitely connected to those events.
Really? 3 years ago, referring to the incident leading to Mitsuru-san and the rest meeting one another. I haven't had a chance to go over the details, but supposedly it's the chase that became impetus for Mitsuru-san to establish Shadow Operatives. And the bonds that they have formed amongst each other, their nature through the battles they took part back then. Such deep connections looked radiant in my eyes. I decided that it's important that I'll learn more about what happened then. As important as learning more about who or whoever is behind the events going on right now. If I want information on it, I could easily just transfer the data directly into my memory. But by actively reading it like this, I will be able to understand what happened. Her thoughtfulness of treating me the same as a person makes me happy. Kinko-san glances at me once more and nods slightly, as in their approval.
I think it looks good on you. A proper appearance is important when going out on a grand stage.
Yeah. Does she mean the uniform I'm wearing? Oh, I get it. She must be the one who prepared the Yusugami uniform that Kinosawa gave me. Her sudden compliment is a little embarrassing, but I can't help but smile. I mean, this uniform, to me, is proof that my connection to Yu-kun and his friends.
Thanks.
Kinoko reacts to a small smile, then proceeds to some other items.
Yukari-san, Ken-san, I have acquired evokers and suitable weapons for you.
Ooh, nice.
Wow, thank you! This would be the best for me.
Of course. Ken takes the spear from Kinoko and sits back on the satisfied expression. The spear is longer than Kinoko is tall, but it seems that he's confident. With such a weapon, it can be too unwieldy for him to handle. Nah, he'll be fine.
Kikino-san, what is this?
Kikino-san hands Yukari what appears to be a large pink bow that perfectly matches the suit that she's wearing. Upon seeing it, Yukari looks baffled.
It's the ultimate arrow!
Of course Ken knows.
It's so pink.
It's so pink.
I acquired reference material from the publisher and had it made. Don't worry, it's more functional than the prop on your show.
Ooh, it's actually functional. It actually works.
I'm pretty sure that makes it the best bow ever created, but...
In actual combat, I thought that using a form factor you're comfortable with would be best.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to have a logical explanation like that.
Was my arrangement unnecessary?
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Come on.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
I like it. Can I see it for a moment?
Yeah. As Ken reaches towards the bow with an interest, I sense a helicopter tilt slightly to the side.
We're circling around. Please hang on to something.
The helicopter leans more sharply as Kinoko-san speaks. Seems that we need to take on more fuel before we reach Inaba. I reflect on Elizabeth's words as I look down at the view spreading out below us. It reminds me of that mysterious sea-like place. What time is it? Oh. Okay, maybe I might end stream a little early tonight. I am getting a bit tired. But we just finished this story. The air in the helicopter is heavy. Upon reaching the last known location of Mitsuru-san and the others, we immediately see that the guardrail is broken, as if the car has been smashed through it. We look down the cliff and discovered a black vehicle below us, unmistakably Mitsuru-san's limousine. There are no skid marks on the road that indicates braking, and the car's body was seriously damaged. It appears that it had been going at a very high rate of speed when it hit the barrier. Everyone peeled out in an instant, and we were all lost for words, but the driver was the only person in the vehicle, and though he was injured, there was no traces of blood of anyone else other than him in the car. We wondered for a moment if the others had been able to leave the vehicle on their own, but if they had, they would have been trying to contact us. So it seems odd that they left an unconscious and injured man behind. Furthermore, there's no footprints around the vehicle at all. We did another search for their GPS signal, but there was no signs of their whereabouts. They left us without only one
I
conclusion.
hate to think about it, but does this mean that they've been captured?
Probably.
Let us be optimistic and assume that they're still alive. If they were captured, then the enemy values their lives and will do no harm. We do have a chance.
I carried out the injured driver from the bottom of the cliff back up to the road. Kingo requested a vehicle to transport him to the hospital under the Kirijo family's care. Kingo-san made the decision since we wouldn't have been able to explain what happened to a normal ambulance. And so it's possible that the people from the public safety would take him away if we report this to the authorities. Kingo-san, as the personnel who arrived with the transport, tried to ask the driver about what happened when he regained consciousness. That would likely be difficult, however. If this is similar to what happened last time, the driver would have no memories of the events, much like the people who captured me and transported me to Inaba last time.
You need to stay hydrated.
Alright, drink some water. Thank you. However, there is no guarantee that the same had happened to the limousine driver. Not long after we headed back to the helicopter, which takes us to wherever we are now. To be honest, everyone's at a loss about how bad the situation is. Ken-kun tries to change the topic in an attempt to divert us from our worries.
It's amazing that you know how to pilot a helicopter, Kikuno-san. I heard that it's hard to hover in the mountains. Did you train for that?
Only a couple of years ago, but I have taken part in an assault operation involving a helicopter.
Ooh.
You were in an assault with a helicopter?
Just a high school dormitory.
Just a high school dormitory?
Huh? Oh yeah, I remember that.
I decided to learn how to pilot in the event that if someone attempted the same move, I would be able to respond properly.
Oh. My understanding has been renewed. It seems that being a maid is very serious and very difficult occupation. It's very serious work.
Damn! Well, I finally got in touch with Junpei. I don't know why, but he's already at Yasuo Inaba Station, so I told him to stay there. In any case, we should head to Inaba too. We might find some kind of clue there.
Mitsuru-san's group had already gone missing before sunset. It's almost midnight now.
Whoever did this must be the same person who kidnapped Blabber's-san. It's unthinkable anyone else would be able to do that. The question is what he intends to accomplish by kidnapping them.
Ken-kun flips through the reports on the events of the case, up until now, seemingly lost in thought. What is to be gained by kidnapping Mitsuru-san this time? At the moment, heavy static fizzles across the video display within the helicopter. Uh-oh. It's a thing.
The strong wind
it's
while
a
the
thing.
weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring. P1 fans, are you ready?
Am I ready? I don't know. Am I ready?
Are you ready?
Am I ready? I don't know if I'm ready.
To let loose an all-out war!
The contestants in the previous P1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one.
Oh my.
These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P1 Ring!
P1 Ring.
These are battles of honor, battles of will.
Yeah, no more nicknames.
Sparks will fly.
Yeah, and there's no more nicknames.
Some fight for pride, some fight for glory. Will this be decided by pure muscle, or will a battle of wits determine the outcome?
Ooh. I guess. Oh, some rocket. Hell yeah, ice cream. No, he's getting hit by the rocket.
Tonight,
makes me rest in peace, Teddy.
Who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P1 climax is...
Barely getting started!
Oh, barely getting started. Helicopter.
Hey, what was that just now? Weren't those the Persona users in Inaba? It showed Mitsuru-senpai and the others, too.
I read the case records. If I recall correctly, was that the Midnight Channel that was being broadcast in Inaba?
Probably.
I was on it too, but it wasn't like that last time.
I was in the helicopter, utterly confused. Who would be broadcasting something like that, and why? The P1 climax is obviously a continuation of the fighting tournament. Suddenly, the monitor switches to another feed.
Yoo-hoo! Have you been
General
well,
Teddy.
Lobby-chan?
General Teddy? But I thought I already...
General Teddy is the recent P1 Grand Prix, the one calling himself General Teddy turning back into my own shadow. But I accepted my shadow and gained the power to use Persona. But if he's on the screen again, then General Teddy's ignored my confusion and continues.
There's no way I'd go away so easily. I mean, a P1 without me is like a tuna sandwich without the tuna.
He can hear us? Isn't he that weird Persona user named Teddy?
No, He must be the General Teddy who hosted the fighting tournament last time.
Yeah.
The record said he'd been eliminated, though. General Teddy, where did you take Mitsuru-san and the others? If you don't give us a good answer, you're gonna pay!
It's past your bedtime, Cubby. If you're gonna keep giving me
Past your
lip,
bedtime.
I'm not going to explain anything.
It is past my bedtime.
Explain?
That's right. I mean, the three of you are very important guest stars in the P1 Climax, after all. So you'll participate, of course, right?
What? What are you after?
If you value the lives of the hostages, you yapping pup, you don't have any choice but to participate.
Huh?
Oh, the voice.
The P1 Climax. It's the end of the world. One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax. And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end. No punches pulled this time.
He wants y'all personal fragments? No, not the personal fragments.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then. Time to show off how that special stage is going.
Oh. The video feed switches to something else. No, not them. No, they've been crucified. Oh no. Well, may they rest in peace.
Was that Mitsuru-senpai?
Mm-hmm.
Sonata-san, Aiga-san, and Fuka-san too!
What will be the fate of our captured queen and her loyal minions? Oh, and this is a no-fly zone. We don't have any room in the parking lot for that thing, so you'd better start walking to the battleground. As a little incentive, Persona! Kintoki Doji! Throw him a tomahawk!
Well, he's the fake, so I guess it makes sense. He's the fake shadow. With the last command from General Teddy, the monitor turns off, and after a moment of silence, Inigo-san shouts from the cockpit.
An alarm? No. There really is a missile coming our way. Evasive maneuvers. Brace yourselves.
A missile?
As soon as Kinigo's son shouts, the helicopter makes a sharp turn, and we all got thrown to the side. Oh. Hopefully they missed. That's a differing roar, and the helicopter shakes madly, but recovers.
Are we hit? It barely missed.
Barely.
But there's a good chance that it will still detonate.
It exploded!
Uh-oh.
Wait, it's a firework?
Ooh, it is firework. Oh my. Look at that. He's sticking his tongue out. Oh no. In the moments after the explosion, General Teddy's face was drawn in the night sky with a couple of sparks. It even managed to capture his image, taunting us with his tongue sticking out.
He obviously missed on purpose. It was most likely fired from the direction of Inaba.
That is not funny at all! Is he trying to start a war or something?
Probably.
Wait, what is that?
There's something in the distance. It's huge!
He wouldn't kill them. He needs the fragments too. That's very true. The fiery sun points towards the shape of a gigantic building stretching out toward the sky. There's something red wriggling around the bizarre structure, trying to envelop the entire town below. It's red fog.
I'll zoom in.
Kirigo-san just muttered that they're displaying General Teddy's laughing face to show his enormous structure up ahead. Hikari-san and Ken-kun both tense up when they catch the sight of it.
No way. This is just like
Tartarus.
Searching data for Tartarus, results found. Labyrinth that only appears during the dark hour, and breeding ground for shadows. It was also the place where a powerful being was going to be descend upon the world and bring about destruction. The documents in my hand have a detailed page dedicated to it as well. But I read it confounds me. 3 years ago, when Mitsudo Sun and the companions were in high school, something happened there. All I could gather is that they found it fought desperately in a tower called Tartarus. Yeah, that resembles the one outside. Tartarus. It is Tartarus. As the red fog grows thicker, the building that Ken-kun and Yukari-san refers to Tartarus begins to disappear from our view.
I'm sorry to do this, but I have to withdraw before we're shot down.
But we've come so far!
If they fire another one at us, I won't be able to dodge again. Even if it's only a firework, a direct hit can still bring us down.
Hold on, Kikuno-san. Can you drop low enough somewhere so we can get out?
There's no way. If we land, we'll be sitting ducks.
No, once we're out, you get out of here. You don't need to land.
What are you saying?
Please, do it! Don't worry. Remember, General Teddy asked us to come on foot. We'll manage somehow.
Understood. I'm looking for a landing site. There appears to be a large shopping center nearby.
While dodging explosion missiles flying mercilessly towards us, the helicopter nosedives plunging towards the ground as we moved closer to Inaba.
Labra-san, please take this. It may be of use.
Ooh.
It contains the data that was taken from the Ergonomics Research Laboratory's top secret files. The creator's name is Shuji Ikutsuki.
Shuji Ikutsuki, the name that was also in the documents that Kikuno-san had given me. He betrayed Mitsudo-san at the very last moment 3 years ago and revealed himself as the enemy. Ever since the death of Kujo, the patriarch of the Kujo family 2 generations ago, the man took the lead of the terrible event relating to the shadows. This is how dangerous this man is, but the documents also say that it's cookies only.
The file name was Project Puppet Master. I'm not entirely sure if that's a code or a description of the project.
Puppet Master? Could that be something to do with me and Aigis?
I was only able to decrypt a portion of it, but it seems to be data on an experiment involving a plume of dusk.
An experiment with a plume of dusk. So, why are you giving this to me?
It may assist you in determining the enemy's identity. Actually, I found traces of an unauthorized attempt to access this file from outside of the Ergo Research Network. I investigated this and found that the requests made to break in originated from this vicinity, likely from within Inaba itself.
Huh? So someone in Inaba knew about that research before all this started and was looking for it?
It seems like it, yeah. Kiriko-san not saying of all the files on the Contrarian servers to go after, if this is the one specifically targeted, then the hacker must at least have known of its presence there. The cyber attack wasn't done by some ordinary hacker who broke into the server and was looking around for some out of curiosity, which means the hacker is probably either the culprit himself or someone connected to them.
The firewall prevented the intruder from accessing the file, but the attempted hacker didn't even try to cover their tracks.
What? Who would do this?
The hacker doesn't even attempt to cover up his own their access to the server. Could that mean that they just want someone to know about the existence of this file, even if they fail to access it? That doesn't make any much sense. Pulling that aside, however, doubts we have Kujo-san continues on.
It was only in fragments, but the name Sho Minazuki appears many times in those files.
Who is he?
Sho Minazuki, I don't know that name. Could that person be the culprit? At the very least, there's no mistaking that this person is deeply related to the case.
I'll contact you once we crack the encryption, but in case it becomes difficult to transfer the data to you, I'll give you a copy.
Then I'll download that data into myself and take a look at the parts that you've managed to decrypt.
That would be for the best.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Kiriko-san hands me a memory card inserted into my memory slot and saves that the data into my internal memory. This is Kiriko says most of it is experiment records. One file remains that cannot be read. Project Puppet Master. What is that file?
We'll be over at Junes Shopping Center in a moment. Everyone,
Junes.
prepare to disembark.
Hold on, over there. Isn't there someone on the rooftop?
We all peer into the distance. Beyond the haze of the red fog is Inaba's largest shopping center. My search reveals that the place belongs to a chain named Junes, a blurry figure that vaguely to be seen on the roof. Yukun. For a moment, I think someone I know very well, but the height and physique of the shape on the roof doesn't resemble anyone I know. Ken-kun raises a pair of binoculars and attempts to make out the figure's face. Ah, it's Cookie. It's him.
That's impossible!
He's alive! Unless it's a fake. It's probably a fake.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's... Ikutsuki.
Ikutsuki. It could be fake, but it could be real.
Huh? No way!
Shinji Ikutsuki, the name that leaves me out lost for words. Perhaps he is mistaken. I open the side door in the helicopter and strongly gust of wind blows in. The Dragonite? Oh, it is Dragonite. Nice. I ignore the wind and lean out the bear to get a better look at this person on the roof. The helicopter is suddenly attacked from an unexpected direction, and the vehicle sways alarmingly. Was it another missile? When I look in, I see another shape standing near the figure on the rooftop. I knew it.
We're under attack! By a persona!
That doesn't make any much sense. According to the record, Shinji Ikutsuki has never been able to use a persona. Is that man on the roof to believe this is spooky person?
The enemy's preparing for another attack. Incoming!
Before I can raise objection, Yukari-san fixes her eyes on the enemy and draws her evoker. I suspect for someone who had been in the actual combat for whole years, she's quick to act.
Little persona!
Yukari-san's fingers reflect around the trigger for evoker, but then in an instant before she pulls out.
Huh?
Yukari-san's persona appears, creating a whirlwind outside the helicopter that repels their captor.
What? I didn't even use my evoker yet.
Seeing Yukari-san so bewildered sends a chill down my spine. Being able to summon a persona without the necessary tools aid in the summoning, Mizuyu-san and Akiko reported to be an unpleasant experience while inside the TV world. But this isn't inside the TV world. It's an outlandish and threatening as the situation is. Therefore, there's no doubt about that. We're in the real world. You know, Teddy's words come back to me.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, this chapter is very long. Don't tell me this fog that enveloped the town is the same fog on the other side of the TV?
This is going to be fun.
Oh,
What? What was that?
a new voice suddenly reaches my ears. Who was that again? I look around in bewilderment. Did anyone notice? Did anyone actually talk? Am I hearing things? Kenko shouts snaps at me out of my thoughts.
Yukari-san, he's winding up for another one! We're getting off, Koromaru!
Yukari-san still looks confused, but Ken-kun noticed something and unbuckles his seatbelt with his spear at the ready. But this time, the helicopter does descend close enough to the roof of Junes. The people and dogs could easily jump down. Koromaru-san growls and another persona appears at the same time. Ken-kun leaves out the cabin, stabbing at the enemy. Persona closes in on us. Koromaru-san's persona and Ken-kun's spear both hit attacking the enemy at the same time. Ken-kun drops to the roof unharmed. Easy.
It seems you're always taking on the responsibility of saving others, Yukari-san.
Seriously, it's like, again, really? but I'll take this one. After all, I save the world on a weekly basis.
My son Yukari-san drop out of the helicopter and nimbly land on the roof. Amazing. Their combat abilities are equal to those of the weapons like me, or I guess, even though they're actually secondary members of the Shadow Operatives, used only in terms of emergencies. Seems as if they have been on the team this entire time. I quickly readied my eggs followed them.
Yukari-san, everyone, please, save Lady Mitsuru.
I look back to the red sky after landing. I see a helicopter gaining in altitude while maintaining its balance. Thanks to Kineko-san's desperate resolve and her piloting skills, we managed to safely reach Inaba. I checked my surroundings once more, while praying for Kineko-san's safety. Then an Inaba branch of Junes, that deep department store chain we're at the food court, is inside the rooftop. Normally there would be plenty of people around here, but given the court's situation, it's obviously deserted.
Where did he go?
Cancun readies his spear and tries to peer into the fog, making invisible such a problem. I look around, ready for battle as well. Whoever attacks us should be narrowed by.
Hey, Kenkun, did you really see Ikutsuki here a moment ago?
Yes, I didn't see him clearly, but there's no way I could have mistaken him. That's impossible. I mean, Shuji Ikutsuki is...
That's right, Shuji Ikutsuki died 3 years ago, and we were attacked by a persona according to the records from the time Ikutsuki had no persona.
At the very least, it looks like he's not nearby. We can't let our guard down yet, though.
She's right. I scanned the area and read no one else is here besides the 4 of us. I see as much in lower weapons in order to discuss our strategy.
Koromaru and I are going to continue looking for him. If that really was Ikutsuki, there's no doubt that he's involved in this case.
That's true. Can you and Koro-chan go after that guy from earlier?
But that person seemed to be using a persona. Won't it be dangerous for you two going off on your own?
Yuna's everyday young life. It's interesting. It's a Japanese translation. It's a literal lyric from the Japanese one. Everyday young life. The two humans look surprised for a moment and traded glances. Did I say something?
Don't you worry about me and Koromaru. Even if we run into something we can't defeat, we'll find a way out of it.
And honestly, it's faster for us to split up. I am a bit worried, but I'm gonna believe in you guys.
Yeah. They have absolute faith in each other after having fought together for so long. It's not that they don't have concerns about one another, but they truly believe that will accomplish their goals on their own. I wonder, will these people ever feel the same way about me? After all this time, I realize now how the time shared between Yukari and Ken separates me from my companions.
So I'll head to the station and get Junpei. It didn't seem like he'd figured out the situation yet.
Huh? Weren't you talking to him on the phone earlier?
I was, but that idiot's phone ran out of batteries or something while we were still talking. But even if I can't rely on him to keep his phone charged, he's still good in a fight, so I have to meet up with him.
I see. He seems like kind of a goofball.
Right? He's always been so useless. Huh? Did I say something funny?
Nah, not really. It just sounded like you were actually kind of fond of him.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I think you're right.
The people trust each other, and they're always thinking of one another. When one of them faces dangers, the other always rushes to help them. A term comes to mind, ideal companions. I wonder how Yukun and his friends are doing. I have a feeling that his group and Mitsuru-san's group are going through the similar problems after all.
What about you, Labras? What'll you do?
Huh? I hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
Yukari-san and Ken-kun looked to me. It doesn't matter to them that I haven't known them for a very long time. They seem like a companion, trust me.
Right! It's decided then. Labras, you head to that tower.
Ew.
Oh, also...
Hmm?
Something felt off when I summoned my persona earlier. You might want to be careful.
Really?
You felt it too? It was like... well, it felt like the evoker wasn't working, didn't it?
Yeah, it might be that we can summon our personas without our evokers.
Oh.
In any case, we should get moving.
Yeah.
If what General Teddy said is true, we don't have much time to spare.
Mm-hmm, got it. If anything happens, let's meet at the bottom of the tower. Be careful, both of you.
Oof. Yukari and I leave Ken-kun on the roof and head towards the stairs. She and I split off not too long after. All of us firmly believe that we will see each other safely once more.
Wait for us, Mitsuru-san!
I ran at my full speed and turned my eyes towards the looming tower. I will reach her, or I will rescue her. To be continued. Oh, there we go, finally. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna be gaming stream here because I am getting a bit tired. Okay. Okay, just gonna wait until the ads stop. But yeah, I'm just a bit tired. I've been kind of drowsy. Because like I said, I kind of woke up way too early today. I don't think I could sleep good tonight, hopefully. It was a good stream. We finished, at least we finished the Dachi story. That's good. We finished his story at the final at the very least. Oh, man. Okay, hopefully he's okay in the long run. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's not suffering in prison for too long. But who knows, since no one really knows what's happening. But he's okay. I'm sure he's okay. Wait, that's gonna be it for today. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna be continuing to play some more Pokemon in Pokemon Platinum. We also saw a lot of new animation cutscenes. I actually love the Kin's cutscene cards. They were really nice. I really did love them. They're really good. I like seeing animation games. It's really nice. But yeah, it was really good. And Yukari's little Featherman scene. Oh, that was really awesome. Seeing Featherman. Basically watching Featherman in live action. But not really live action, you know. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna continue to play Pokemon Platinum tomorrow. I did do some level grinding using Size for Jumpy. Yeah. It's gonna be very interesting. We'll probably play more Persona 4 Arena either this Thursday or Friday. So either or. Because I know on Wednesday, we're still gonna be playing Deltarune, so hopefully we can finish Deltarune on Wednesday. Depending if we can finish Deltarune on Wednesday, we'll continue with either Deltarune on Thursday, or probably we'll play Persona 4. Just depends on how things work out. But yeah. Okay, tomorrow will be Pokemon. I did do some level grinding, so all my team is all level 30 on my main team. So again, that took some time. And then, I'm not sure how far we're gonna make it, but hopefully we can use at least 2 more badges, hopefully. Anyways, Tuesday will be AI Somnium File. Hopefully we can finish that too as well. I feel like we're getting really close to finishing that game as well. Yeah, that should be upstairs. I think, you don't want to spoil anything, but you know that Chapter 4 contains contents that are still a lot. So I kind of see a lot of spoilers. Oh, you seen a lot of spoilers? Oh my. Oh no. I know there's a lot of stuff, because I know, I think it was Kingcraft told me that was 9 hours, like 9 hours in total. So, let's see. Might need 2 more streams. Okay, so yeah, if that's the case, then we'll do Thursday and then Wednesday. No, Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah. Wednesday and Thursday we'll play Deltarune then. But let's just see how long it takes me, because I know Kingcraft told me it's like roughly 9 hours in total. Which is like, 9 hours for a chapter. It's crazy. We only did like what, 5-6 hours for last time. And I was mostly just messing, doing a lot of mini games and exploring. We barely did touch anything of the actual race. Yeah, it's fine. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that should be pretty much it. Let's see, who can we raid today? Let's see if we can find someone who can raid. Oh yeah, before I forget, let me do the raid message. Raid. Alright, so go ahead and copy and paste, and go ahead and modify it to whatever emote you like. And let me see, who can we raid? Ooh. Oh, today we got multiple people. We haven't raided JoJo in a while. Yeah, we haven't raided JoJo in a while, so let's raid JoJo. We haven't raided them in a long time. Alright, so yeah, so have a good night, everyone. So thank you for everyone for stopping by. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Zach, for stopping by. Thank you. Do appreciate it. Alright. Who else is here? Let me see. Oh yeah, Teamcraft. Thank you for stopping by as well, Teamcraft. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Brian. Oh yeah, Evil Brian. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate the raid. The raid, yes. Thank you, Brian, for the raid. I do appreciate it. And I'll definitely look into the game. I looked at it a little bit. It looked very interesting. So yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Let me see. Is there anyone else? I think that was everyone tonight. Yeah, it looks like probably just Teamcraft. You, Jack, and then Evil Brian. That's Teamcraft tonight. And if I missed you, I am truly sorry. Like again, I tell it every single time, I have a memory of a goldfish sometimes. But yeah, it's okay. So have a good night, and hope to see everyone tomorrow for more Pokemon Insurgent. Oh, I wish it was Insurgent, but no, Platinum. Playing Platinum. Or Pokemon Platinum. I still miss Insurgents, just a Pokemon. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you for watching, magical friends. Hope to see you next time at 11:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Your support makes our adventures truly enchanting.